and it's on. It's the Rollout Show with another dope episode. So here we go, Rollout Studios. Keeping it real, it's about to go down, y'all. You know the deal. Now Speed Doggy Dog, you know he got that heat. The funniest motherfucker you ever gonna meet. Nikki Pam, where you at, girl? Goddamn. Let's get it in like a Soul Train jam. A DJ Ron C hit him with a fat mix. Reppin' Lynn with the Long Beach with the dope shit. Yep. Tangy Ambrose. Got me singing like Luther Vandross. Now who's that coming in to say hey? Give it up for my big homie, Mr. Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, we back, y'all. It's the Rollout Show, bringing the funny for all y'all. Get 'em, Ron C. It's the Rollout Show. It's the Rollout Show. It's the Rollout Show. Hey, Sky.
Heaven high.
Yes.
Yeah. Turn me up.
Turn it up. Turn it up. Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Give me some more. Give me some more. Give me some more. Yeah, right there. Oh.
He said heaven high 'cause he was talking to me. I thought he was saying heaven high.
Oh, I gotta stop it. Cool. Why does this shit keep playing? It is the Rollout Show right here at rolloutstudios.com. It is your boy Speed Doggy Dog in the building.
Woo woo.
Doing it big, biatches. In the house we got.
Nikki Pam.
In the house we got.
Tangy Ambrose, heaven high.
Back for a second stint. In the building we got.
A second stint.
This is Jay Alexander.
That's right.
Stint. Like,
Go on, Jay.
What's that?
Second though.
well, yesterday was the first. Today's the second.
Jay.
Oh, okay.
She thought you were talking about me.
Oh, I thought you were talking about her. I was like, what?
What's with the Jiffy Pop haircut?
Oh, wow.
Remember how my hair
really,
looked
Speedy?
yesterday?
Yeah, but how'd you get all that in there?
Right. Well, you know, it was picture day for my daughter
It was.
today. So I spent the day yesterday.
You don't really
Doing
comb
her
your kid's
hair.
hair. You kind of like tease it. I've seen Rock and Stone. They said it'd be like Stone still got locks, right?
No,
You
I
don't have
blow
locks in
dried
it?
her hair.
No.
Oh, my son. Yeah, but you got to do locks. You don't
Twist.
just
You
let them
gotta twist.
go. I don't really twist. I wrap because when people twist, it kind of makes
Breaks
them
it off.
weak. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I had locks. So I know
Yeah,
about
me
that stuff.
too.
But yeah,
me too.
but I did hair all day yesterday. So today
Mm-hmm.
I was in the tub, and when I got out, I said, "Ain't nobody had time for that." So I put conditioner on my hair and put my hat on, and I came
I
home.
wonder what I would look like in that.
In a Jiffy Pop.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
wrong,
shit, I-
Speedy.
That's everybody.
You have to have a certain
Aura.
Yeah,
'Cause
like
she smells
like all
like,
that go together.
Yeah.
And-
Like
That way
and it's
the
awfully
necklace.
cold in here, but it's all that go together.
Nag Champa right now.
That's what you
Is that what you have
Can
on?
you smell it?
Yes, it smells good though. I
I
love the
have
smell.
on patchouli and
Okay.
Egyptian musk.
Okay.
Okay.
What is it again?
I knew it wasn't done.
Patchouli, because you know patchouli is supposed to bring money.
Yeah, it ain't
He
working.
said, you know, I wasn't dove. You
It
know, I
ain't.
like that pink dove too, and that peppermint soap from.
Wait, Jay, you know about this shit?
He know about the
I
dove.
know about the dove. I'm married, so you know how
All
it is.
right,
The
let that go.
dove.
Sometimes
What's his name?
Oh, that's
Speaking of, apparently Jay got fans
Yes.
of all
Wow.
types.
Yes. Both sexes.
Yeah,
Really?
some dude said
Really?
he cute.
Uh-huh. He said he saw that belly chain and got happy.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
So your tramp stamp was like, I like him.
Uh-huh.
Bring him back.
What his name? What his name?
That's the only reason we bought you back, because the dude said he wanted you back on the show.
Everybody send me $10 if y'all.
Dude Love. It's called Dude Love.
Dude love.
So how was it? Did you get some hits on your page and people say, "Oh, you can turn his mic up a little bit more for me, Scott"?
Oh yeah. You know, I got a couple people in the DMs and stuff saying good job and stuff.
Are
like
trying
that.
to hit.
Yeah, nobody wasn't trying to hit.
I don't think I've ever looked at my DM. I don't even know what's in there.
You
Do
don't
you
want to
know?
go
Do
in
you
there.
know what a DM is?
Do you know what it stands for?
First of all,
Do you know what
Trying
it
to play.
stands for?
not gonna do.
Oh, you don't know?
It's my
It's
roadmap.
when they throw shit in your box and they put pictures and you don't know you and they
When they
send you
throw
messages.
shit in your box.
Direct message.
Donuts and
That's what
medicine.
Yeah.
Right.
They throw shit in the box and you go, who? Ooh, okay, who that is? And you have to play it off. But I guess that's what it is.
Yes.
So they
That's
hit you in the
very
DM and said what?
They just saying good job yesterday. Hopefully hear you back and all that. So I'm back today.
Yes.
So hopefully. y'all
First of
doing
all,
I
niggas
got
listening.
that all day yesterday.
You
I was
don't
like,
run this
he'll
show.
be back.
We
Shit.
bring motherfuckers back because we want to.
Right. Because because they do think
ever
they
think
run
it's
the
you.
show.
Don't ever think it's you.
You should see the comments on YouTube. It's like, could you turn it up?
Y'all
Oh,
run
can
the
you
show.
can you do that? I'm like, really, nigga?
Man, YouTube comments will hurt your
Is that you?
feelings.
And Pam's, because you can see it. So usually the guest here, I'll be hitting her going, turn your computer.
I know. I have to remember when the guest is next to me. You
Yeah.
have to move the
Because
computer.
they take L's, like, for sure.
For
You didn't take,
sure.
I don't think he really took an L.
No, he didn't
Well,
take one at all.
Tontizi ain't called in.
Well, she wasn't
She
on
like-
yesterday, but she's on right now, and so we will get her analysis. I'm sure midway through the show.
There we go. I got it. Because I like, it's fun. When I'm not here, it's fun being in the chat room.
Oh, it is?
They are really fun. They are funny. The stuff I be like, what they say?
Aren't you driving when you not here?
Speedy, what we not going to
You're supposed to be looking at your phone while you drive.
And she was on and
Heaven
like
high.
texting me like crazy too. I was like, really, Dangy?
So, Heaven
They
High.
said I'm looking like Erica, but I don't.
Erica Pop, the Jiffy Pop, Erica. Yeah, only you could pull it. If Pam, you came in with that shit on,
Yes.
Well, you wouldn't like
I
it?
would clown for days.
Oh, okay, so you're saying I'm not earthy enough?
No, you nothing earthy about Pam.
No, I'm not.
You ain't walking. You ain't. You now if you see a Pam
I ain't
now
walking.
we somewhere and she saw a dog. Get the dog. No, we not.
Oh yeah, I am a rescuer.
You a
from
dog
the-
rescuer?
Yes, I love going down
Right by
Slauson
my
and
house.
Dinker.
It was a dog crossing.
Oh yeah, I was like,
And she said, "Go get it." No.
Yeah, he always tells me no.
You ain't getting in
That's
this
that
car.
bullshit.
Dogs got fleas and ticks. I don't need all that. In the
Man,
grave.
they
I know.
shit.
You got to take them home, wash them up, and take
Yes.
them somewhere to a rescue.
My kids. When we gonna get a dog? Never.
That's
Y'all don't have a
mean.
dog?
Why?
All those kids and you don't have a dog?
Because they not gonna clean up behind the dog.
All of them together
They-
couldn't clean up
Out
their
of
own
eight?
dog.
They gonna say hey and close the door. He gonna be
Yeah.
outside shitting.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna clean it up. Oh, well, it's nasty. They flies and they bring flies.
No, they
No,
don't, Speedy. Stop.
I had dog. Now we had dogs when we were little.
But you had real
We
dogs
had-
that were tied to the tree, I'm
Tied
sure.
to, my daddy tied
You
him
don't
up.
do that.
Yeah, that's a different kind of dog.
Nah, man.
Yeah,
My
that's-
dad would put the bowl not really close to him. He'd be, I was like, Dad, leave that motherfucker alone. I said, but you got him tied up with a chain.
Oh,
See, that was
yeah.
old school when y'all used
That's
to feed
back-
them table food.
Right.
Oh
that's
yeah,
back
what
in-
you eat, the dog ate.
Eat
And
this
those
corn.
dogs never got cancer
No.
or
Nothing.
diabetes
No.
or urinary
Or-
tract
They just got hit.
infection.
Well, we
or
didn't
know.
they didn't need the teeth
only thing
brush.
Worms,
Right,
nothing.
none of that.
We
Only
didn't
thing
know.
happened to them, they got hit by cars. That was the only thing.
That's
outside
Yeah,
of
that's
that,
true. Or
That's
run
all.
away.
Hey, look, but
Feel
that's
so
eating
miserable.
that table food made them dogs tough. My dog got hit by a car and kept moving.
Right.
He did?
Yes.
got that
Ran
look.
him over. He rolled over twice and got back up. He was limping. He was straight though.
You got that
That's
hitching his
cold.
giddy up.
Nah, man. Y'all
Pam,
mean-
you rescue dogs.
I
You
love
are-
dogs.
That's sweet.
I want
Pam.
Tontizi's dog. She knows that.
Why don't you get a dog?
Sean said no right now.
Ooh,
Oh, Sean's running
we
shit? Oh,
did.
okay.
Wow.
You know who running shit now? Way to go,
I
Sean.
love that.
Because
Go on,
when my mom
Sean.
died,
Dirty Red.
Poper was gonna buy me a dog, and because she knew I was like sad, and he told her no,
Shit. it's all
because he
Sean.
went through LaFon. They had tried to go through LaFon and everything. They were like, he was like, no, not right now, because he knows he's gonna end up taking care of it.
Pretty much, he got her to walk because you don't walk him.
No, it's not gonna happen.
You put the dog in a basket and a stroller. You do all that shit.
I
in a
would
Gucci
and
bag.
dress him up and everything.
stroller.
My other dogs have raincoats and boots.
I just stare at white folks when I see them in the store. I say, you know, dogs are supposed to walk, or they had the little dog
My father
booties.
carries
I
it.
hate when I see
I
white
love
people
the
kiss their dogs in the mouth.
Ooh, yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, nah, I don't do
Pam.
It's so
I don't do
disgusting.
the kissing in the
He just
mouth.
got through licking his nuts.
Or
So did
a
you.
Well,
dog.
they say their mouths are clean, though. That's what they say.
Just say.
Do you do dogs? You got kids? You gonna tell me to get a dog?
Uh,
Oh, yeah, we have a dog,
What do you have?
a Chihuahua. But
What the fuck?
I didn't buy him. He was my mother's dog.
Oh.
And then when she passed, we had. So he's 20.
He 20?
And I want a chocolate lab. I want a lab. My
got
daughter wants a
He wake up, he
Maltese
like,
or something.
Maltese.
Maltese,
another one.
thank you, because I don't know. One of them little bitty dogs.
So 20 in dog years is what? In
Times
in-
7
in-
is
140.
140.
Yeah.
And they
He's
got-
what?
140.
That dog ain't no honey.
He got 3
The
more
dog
summers.
is
Dog
kinda
years and human years, he's
rickety.
20. And really, before my mother got sick, we thought he was about over because he was acting kind of strange. And then she got sick, and he came back, and then she passed, and then he was really looking dead. And then we just everybody kept telling me to put him to sleep, and I said, I can't put him to sleep.
See, that's one of them dogs you
Couldn't
always
do
say,
it.
he
He
all
came
right.
back.
He okay.
But he ain't moved in 3 days. He all right.
He's supposed to drool. He okay.
As
That's
long
true.
as
Exactly.
as
He
long
always
as
throw up
he
his
chased
food.
the mailman away every day, and he does. The mailman come, he bark at him, the mailman leaves, and he can go to the bathroom by himself and eat by himself. He's all right.
Right.
So you just put him out in the yard.
No, he get up and walk. Last night he laid down. He laid down and he rolled over and he couldn't get back up.
Aww.
Like a little roast.
So you nudged him.
Stone went and flipped him over. I took a picture of him.
Your
this
dog
morning.
probably got a knee brace.
Well, he has. Look at Taco. There's
Look.
Taco.
Aw,
It's probably
he's
about
cute.
it's about 6 cats waiting for him. As soon as he come outside, this is an easy win right here. We can get this.
Wait,
one.
first of all,
his
the
ass.
Chihuahua named Taco. How racist is that? That's
Taco.
very racist.
But that was his name when my mother got him, Taco.
Oh, okay.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. And he has glaucoma. He can't
think?
hear, but he can smell. You come in the house with some chicken.
The dog-
He act like a
Probably
black
one of his
dog.
last sentences
He
that
don't
he
get
got.
his
He
Shit.
down to 1.
Yeah. It's the only one I got. I got to use it.
But let me tell you this. See, if I cuss, then I can say bitch, but I don't cuss, so I'm not going to say that.
Okay, you tell me where to put it in. I'll do it. For you.
Okay, here it goes. But when a
Bitch.
came over to the house, Taco was on that. He was up on the bed, and normally, when he's up
I have
there,
a bad joke.
we put him down carefully.
your
But he
friend-
saw that,
Bitch.
and he jumped off the bed, and he rolled, and we went out, just sniffing.
Oh, another
so he's
dog.
horny.
Yes.
He's horny. What, a bitch?
What's up?
Bitch.
Female
I
dog.
thought you were
It's
talking
a
about her.
female.
Oh, bitches. I don't know what
I
you talking
thought
about.
your
Yeah,
friend
you
had
got-
pussy was smelling or something.
got
Oh,
Specify.
wow. Really?
That's what she said.
No, she
As
just
soon as
said
the bitch come over, she ran to it. I thought, why
No.
your friend
hate
don't
you.
wash up?
No,
You got to specify what
No.
you
Yeah,
say.
you got to be more clear.
I'm sorry. I meant
The
the
dog.
Female
Another
dog.
female
dog.
dog.
So
yes.
he knew what he wanted.
Yes.
He just can't.
You can't even see it.
Would they have a dog blue pill?
Oh, wow.
A
Really?
blue pill?
I'm pretty sure they got a blue pill for a dog.
He could smell it. I
They
wonder
have-
if he can. I don't know if he
can
can.
smell
I
it.
Now,
don't think so, sweetie.
Do you take your dog like to go get at the place and
The
the,
dog
No, ain't
park?
nobody got time for that.
dog park?
No, we wash him.
And,
Oh,
the
take him.
bathtub?
or
We
the
take him to parks.
or they have like a movie theater for dogs.
No, ain't nobody got
and
time
I ain't
White
never
folks
seen
got
it.
all
Nobody
that
got time
shit.
for
No,
that.
they got all that shit where you just
Where
drop
is
your
that
dog off
at?
and they watch dog movies.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
They got
No,
Tinder for
I'm-
dogs.
They got you name it. They got an Uber for a dog. Just come get the dog.
I'm not that advanced
They do,
yet.
dog walkers.
They got,
Yeah,
man,
exactly.
them
Yeah, I've seen them.
They got McDonald's for dogs. You ain't never seen it?
Do they?
I hate when people
McDoggles?
bring dogs in the
Dogs.
restaurants.
We was all late
Okay,
on
wait.
it.
So I had to look it up.
Uh-huh.
I found two, one in Vienna and one in Sweden, where it's a theater where you can bring your dog.
Are you serious?
Stop it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's for
Oh,
real?
look at you.
Why y'all be doubting me?
I thought you
Well,
was joking.
I had to look it up. Yeah.
Have you been to
Wow,
those
okay.
places, Speedy?
In where's that?
Vienna and Sweden. He went to the one in Sweden.
I've been to the one in Sweden, motherfucker. Now.
With Jamie, I'm sure.
I said I was there, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just people just go total extremes now. Now all the cooks are coming up with what's her name? Ray.
Oh, Rachel Ray.
Rachel Ray has a line of dog food,
Oh, yeah.
Really?
A lot of them are.
and she gonna kill.
Oh, absolutely.
Fuck
Gourmet,
feeding
though.
people. You feed them dogs, man. White folks, they don't give a fuck. They don't, because they're not gonna be finna get what it costs. They cost what it costs. My dog, he had chitlins, black eyed peas, candy yams, and we squish it all together and put it in the bowl.
We make tacos food.
Wait, they have porn for dogs? Is that for real, OG
Porn?
Sleepy Loke?
Is that real?
He said,
Sky?
what about porn for dogs? Is that real, Sky?
Yeah, that's when they watch
She's
you.
a fact checker.
But how do you
Yeah.
know what they're gonna want to watch?
Don't nobody want to watch no dog porno. They all stuck together.
It won't come loose.
That's it. Anybody ever seen that?
No.
Dog pornos when your dog watches you. Because I know
True
you,
that.
did your
Yeah,
dog
that
watch
has
you?
happened many a times, yes.
Dog watch.
You just be like,
Wait a
But you
minute.
having
When the
sex?
dog is watching you,
It's really awkward.
Oh, yeah.
It does. It takes your whole focus off. You looking at the dog like, shit,
Yeah.
is this
I
right?
used to, I used to
You
mess
gotta
with a
go
girl
in
that
the
had two
wrong.
dogs.
Extra dirty.
the dog waiting for you to do human style. Quit doing it my way. Do it that way.
He over there judging. It's right here.
That's gross. So I
It really is
typed in-
dog
He ain't really grabbing
No,
her, right?
I mean it's porn with dogs and people, and then there's.
Oh, no,
But
no,
I
no,
do
no.
remember
Oh, no,
back
no,
in the
no.
day, years ago, when I was in high school, maybe,
You
or
slept
right
with
after
the
high
dog?
school. No, I ain't sleep with a dog. But I remember a friend of mine showing me a porno, and it had not anybody I dated. We were just being stupid, but it had a lot of different vignettes in it. And one of them, the girl put stuff on her vagina
Peanut
and
butter.
then had the dog come and lick it.
Peanut butter.
Okay.
That's
That's
old.
way over the edge.
Yeah,
That's too
now
much.
we're going too
I
far.
don't even like them to lick my skin.
We-
I don't.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I don't
mind that.
Don't
Yeah.
lick me.
I
Don't
think-
kiss
But
me.
I don't like dogs to
What's wrong with
sniff,
that?
and I don't like cats. I hate cats.
Oh, I love
You just
cats. I
haven't
love
met the
stuffed
right
animals.
cat.
No, I don't like cats.
You just haven't met the right
No.
cats that are
Yeah.
raised by
Yeah.
dog
haven't.
lovers are cool cats.
Mm-hmm.
The
Right.
cats that are raised by cat people are cats.
You do cats?
I didn't do cats until I moved in with my parents, and my sister had like 4 cats. But
What the fuck?
once I got pregnant, I was like, man, these cats gotta go. So and then
Why?
because I was not a cat person, but then now like
we need to put that camera on you too. That
I'm
other one.
cool.
Your
with
hair
the-
looks so pretty.
I know you
Oh,
guys. We
thank
got to
you.
put the camera on Sky.
She looks
So-
like a little
Nick,
Nick,
doll
Can you
baby.
switch that second one?
But the cats are outside now,
Yeah.
and I'm cool with them.
Like
being,
literally outside? Like they
yeah,
don't come in?
like they can't come back in the house since I had my baby.
Look,
and my,
do they know
So
they
they-
can't come back in?
Right.
No,
Yeah.
that's mean.
Yeah, but they still like being
So
in front of the
they
house.
just hang around the house?
Yeah, they
You
just
got
hang
like some little cat niggas hanging outside.
They black too.
Walk up here if you want to, nigga.
They-
Scratch your motherfucking
It's 2
eyes.
black cats. Yeah.
Wow. And because you said they got to go outside.
Well, me and my brother agreed that we didn't want cats around our baby because we
okay.
both. He has a little baby girl. She's like a month, and then
How y'all get them to stay outside though? Y'all talk to them?
we was wetting them when they was in the house.
Oh, the,
Oh
the-
my
y'all was
God.
abusing them, basically.
Sky.
The
Well,
views
just
you've
for
heard
what?
today, we do not abuse animals here.
Exactly. We're gonna
'Cause
have Peter on this.
Peter will.
We was just trying to give them baths.
No,
they didn't
no,
like
no.
it.
What
so
you don't understand, Peter don't fuck around.
That sounds like some
It's
civil
just
rights
water.
shit.
So,
y'all was
so you
doing.
guys remember when Jamie used to do the character on Living Color, the old dude that had the German Shepherd, and he would drag him?
Yeah, I do.
So they used to get so many letters
Wow.
because people thought that was a real dog, and it was just a stuffed. It was like a bear,
All right.
and they stuffed it. But people would send Fox letters. They sent them to Fox TV, and he's like, "Speedy, nigga, they keep sending letters like." Don't do that bit again. And it's just, it wasn't even a real dog.
That was one of the funniest bits on that show.
Oh, man.
He's a slam.
Oh, jump, boy. Ooh, he good. He getting upset. But he got so much flack for that. And then he got flack for wearing the Gucci shoes that they have a squirrel in them.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. You know
they
them
was
sandals?
looking like that?
Them sandals?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what them sandals
my
was?
friend just got some. Yeah.
They 600.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So these sandals, they look like shoes, and they got little.
Yeah.
I don't know where they got the squirrel from. I'm pretty sure from a squirrel. Whichever one wasn't
How
fast
you
enough.
catch a squirrel? Shit.
Well, that one apparently he fell asleep or they trap him.
Or they
Whatever
trap
they
him,
do.
yeah.
So he had him on and shooting a little thing, and then Peter hit him up, and they sent letters to the office, like Peter ain't no joke. So please, let's redo the thing about squirting the cats.
I mean,
how'd you keep the cats out?
Tell us about the civil rights
They
stuff you was doing.
voluntarily went outside.
Oh
Okay,
wow,
that's
that's some great cats.
But I am a dog person, so that probably.
have
But
dogs?
y'all didn't. The cats didn't voluntarily go outside, and then you let some dogs come inside, did you?
No, my parents had they have a Rottweiler. But
So the Rottweiler is in the house, but the cats
oh
are
no,
out.
the Rottweiler has its own little kennel like area. So she has like a dog house
Okay,
and like a
long as
little
it's
trail.
You got a little
Okay.
apartment.
Basically,
Okay,
Is
so
it big?
everybody's out of the house.
yeah.
Is it big?
What? Yeah, my
dog.
mom's backyard is like.
No, the dog.
The dog, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Rottweiler's
she
gonna be
looked like
big,
a
yeah.
bear. She looked like a little bear. Yeah.
Is he nice with? Because they
Is he nice with your kids?
Yeah, but I used to have 2 pit bulls, and they was
I believe it.
yeah.
Can I just say
I had
that
a pit.
without telling too
And a
much?
Rottweiler.
Sky is a trip.
she thugged out.
Nigga,
Yep.
for real. I had to hold her ass back yesterday.
What happened?
We are the real. I'm gonna just say the stuff
No, no.
that happens behind. I'm not
So
gonna say shit.
yeah, you missed out.
All I can
was
say
gone.
is
What
this show. You guys think the drama goes on here? It's
Man,
in
y'all don't know what happened
between,
yesterday.
afterward.
I didn't even know how we was gonna bring that shit
I
up.
had to try to hold this one back and shit. Just give me the bit. I'm like, Lord Jesus, have mercy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she ain't
So,
no joke.
so what you trying to say? Sky ride or die?
Absolutely, you
Okay.
definitely want her on your team. For
Sky
real.
ride or die. She,
Nigga.
she all but 29, 28.
I'm 29.
Okay.
Yeah, she
I'm
a
almost
little
30.
fighter.
So
What you gonna do
cute.
for your 30th birthday?
I don't know. Probably be here with y'all.
No, you got. When is it? When's your birthday?
Not remember it.
I mean, it's probably on a Tuesday.
Oh, it is. When
I
is
don't
it
know,
though?
March 4th.
Okay. Oh,
We gotta do
missed
a
it.
We got a while.
We'll do something.
Yeah, we gotta do it big. Because your third, when you hit
30
them-
is a big milestone.
Yeah, because
30 is
most of
big.
the time you go, people go, when I turn 30, I'm gonna have this. No, you ain't gonna have
Yeah,
that. I'm gonna have a house. I'm gonna be married.
Oh, I thought 28 I'd be married, have a house. Well, nigga,
No way.
I did. I thought I would have
You and
a
Alexander
kid.
O'Neal? So let me get you up there. She used to fuck Alexander O'Neal.
Wow,
real?
really?
When he had all his cuspids, but now you know.
See, but that's how I
Oh,
used
shit.
to. I mean, when I was 25, I used to have a house and a car and a boyfriend and kids. So I thought I was up. Like, ooh, 25, I'm winning. And then
You had it too
27, exactly 27, everything went crumbling down.
That's how it happens too. You have it and you think I'm set.
Right.
and then
So when
it
you
goes.
turned 30, did you think by 30?
Oh, 30,
What was your
yeah.
plans?
Oh, shoot. I thought I'd have my kid. Did I have my kid? No. But when I was young, I thought by the time I was 30, I'd have 2 kids and a man. I didn't think I'd be married. I never dreamed about being married.
The actress thing was still there.
Oh, I thought
You'd be
Oscar winner.
When I moved out here to LA, I was like, all they need to do is see me.
I just got to get in the dough.
Yeah, I didn't even got to get in the door.
You ain't
I
gotta
was like, I
reach
could
in.
be walking down the street.
Next up, we have Tangy. Hey, bitches.
Yes.
Heaven high.
Yes.
No, we need you to lines. No, heaven high, bitch. I'm here.
Yes.
This
Put
is
me-
Taco.
Yes.
Why you bring this old ass dog up here?
He's not
And then,
old.
but look, and then by 40, I thought, and now I'm 50. I got the 2 kids.
But I think too, as we get older, especially when you hit 30, and because people tell you at 20, when you turn 30, you should have this in the account. You should have this
Absolutely.
going on, and then 30 hits you, and you're like, okay, 35.
I'm behind.
I'll make sure 35 I'm happy.
Why, real
And
behind.
then 35 comes, you're like, now 40.
Right.
Get
That's
myself
it.
together. Nigga.
Right.
Yes.
I'm not gonna be at my mama's house at 40.
Yeah.
45 come, mama. It's my last day here.
I won't be sleeping head to foot no
'Cause
more.
life throw you a curve.
But
And you like shit.
it does change though, because for me, for 50, that was one of the reasons that I wanted to do my show. So then I did have everything that I wanted then, my kids and my show.
And then your 5-0. Oh,
Nigga.
my bad.
Oh, she hasn't turned 5.
I mean, you know 50 people is what I'm asking.
50 people deep.
Like I said, at 28, I thought I was going to have it all, so I'm hella off. You know what I mean?
But you got Sean now and no
Well,
dogs
look how long
in
it
the
took me to
house.
get his ass.
That's
I
all
mean,
right, though. You got
I
a good
mean,
one.
Yeah, I
so-
did.
So.
Oh,
Stop it,
stop.
Blake.
Stop hating. You know
And
you
really
love
and
him.
truly, in order to get that man or that woman that you want, you got to be ready for him. So just
And I wasn't
maybe
ready
it took
until
you that
probably
long.
a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And I think that's, if people are listening and you are 28, 30, 29,
Relax.
don't
Yeah.
rush it.
No.
Because just what you have to do, you just got to put your pace down. And if you're at your mama's house or you're at your cousin's house, you can't even trip off that. Because everybody get a curve.
Everybody.
And it's just long as, I always figure like this, as long as I'm above ground, it's going to be all right.
Right.
No
Yeah,
matter,
yeah, you
because it's
breathing.
never going to get too dark. And then, and I always thought when you're on the bottom, the only way you can go is up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I said,
Yeah.
nigga, I got $20. I can only go up.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I got 25. Right.
I'm a miracle waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Exactly. What they say, we make plans and God laughs or something like that.
Yep.
And it's so
That's
true.
how you know you're going to be here.
Right. I mean, like I said, I planned. I was going to be a rock star. It's going to be, my band is going to be the next mint condition. You know,
Yes.
we're going to be playing for
Wow,
you,
that was a
nigga.
hell of a.
I had to get a
what
real
about Boys
job.
and Men? You want to go Boys and Men? You could have ease your way in.
Did you pray to for that one?
I mean, my shit was all off. I mean, you know what I mean?
And comedy, I didn't start doing comedy until I was 30.
Really?
Oh, really?
I
Wow.
thought you
that's
started
I
way
started
earlier.
your
in
special.
31
Really?
because I had my sons,
I heard that.
and then I had a little bullshit ass job. You name it, I probably had that job.
I know, and you lived everywhere.
Wow.
Everywhere we go. I lived here. Okay.
How many different
I used to
cities
be
you
a
live in?
bank teller.
Really?
Impossible. You can't.
That was a bank teller. And then I used to
You got fired.
I used to take
I know you
I
did.
used to do hair.
Reading people
used
accounts.
to
Yeah,
do
you did. We
hair.
knew you did
I
hair.
went to Suzanne Beauty College for 4 months because what happened was one of my best friends
You got to explain this one.
did hair, and he had all these bitches. Like, nigga, what you mean? He said, I do hair. I'm like, for real? So I went, signed up at Suzanne. I said, I'm gonna go do hair, and I'm in there and I'm doing it. So I had been there like 4 months. I'm like, how much longer I go to get my license? I need to meet these bitches. This ain't work right. He said, oh, you got a whole nother year. I'm like,
That was
so
the
then
bartender.
then you have to learn all the bones in the head.
I went to cosmetology
Yeah,
school.
it's like going back to
And
school.
the nails.
Yeah, and you gotta know
Diseases,
every
disorders.
bone in the hand. I was like, why I need to know that? I'm just gonna braid the hair. So they let me.
Oh, you
do,
a good braider?
He still got
My
it.
daughter don't think so.
He still
Oh,
got
really?
They don't,
Oh, she's not-
They
yeah.
won't let me near them. And no.
You had those shampoos down pat, though,
Oh yeah.
right?
No, and massage. Like I would do. Okay.
You don't do
So I would do because you had to know how to do the massage.
Oh, the voice. Go ahead, do it.
So they
Speedy,
would
do
come.
it.
So the ladies
Do
would
it.
sit down and they would be getting the nails done, and the guys would come over. So gotta give you this, and then do your hair.
Oh, you rough. No.
You feel like
Strong
Jay.
ass hairdresser over here. Hold your hair still.
Hey, lay that, bitch. So
Look at my neck.
I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm be a hairdresser and it's gonna happen, and it was too long. I have zero patience.
D-Car said you braided hair in jail.
No, I didn't.
It was time to quit when they called him bitch. Come on, bitch. Hurry up, bitch.
Braid my hair in the shower. I will not.
I thought you said
It's time
biscuit
to
at
go.
first. I was like,
Yeah, that's what I thought I wanted to be. And then comedy. So I'm still like 30. I get to 30, 31. I'm like, fuck, I had to do something in my life. My kids getting older. I think Nick was 8.
uh-huh.
These niggas need things.
Right. Got to keep them alive.
I got
That
a
was my
little
point the
bullshit-ass
other day.
job.
Can't keep
Right.
you on the noodles.
And I said, I got to think of something. And I was working at Rogers Park.
Doing what?
Damn,
there?
Speedy, you worked there too?
Yeah, I worked at
Doing
Rogers
what?
Park.
Doing
I
what?
was supervisor at Rogers Park, which was one of the best jobs I ever had with that and Foot Locker.
Nice.
And I'm at Rogers Park,
course
so
you
I could
worked at
play
Foot
ball
Locker.
and work.
Uh-huh.
There you
So
go.
when I got done playing ball, I put my uniform on. Hey, Coach Caldwell, what's that? No, he helped the kids out and all that shit. So I would go. So my get down was if I meet a young lady, we go out. So I do movies, go to the comedy club, and back to the house. That's the get down. So I go to the comedy club, and I'm saying these dudes like, this motherfucker on what show? And he doing? They give all these credits, and they come out, and they were terrible. And being a Virgo, because we think we could do whatever, I was like, I could do that shit. And I just started doing stand up, and people would laugh. And my
That was like a drug
second
to
time,
you.
oh yeah, because it was. I think we all have a gift. Every single person as well has a gift. Sometimes you gotta dig and find out what it is.
I touch people.
We know.
Okay.
You hug.
I hate when you touch me.
Don't say that out loud.
So
That did sound kind of
touch people.
it did sound a little
With a blank face. I touch people.
pedophile-ish.
yeah. Now if I'd have said that, it'd be all. I told you, Speedy.
It was a pedophile.
Hey,
Y'all
once-
know what I mean.
You
Okay,
can't be
go ahead, we
specific
know
with
what
the
you
age.
mean.
I touch 16-year-olds.
But as I started to do stand up, it became easy to make people laugh. It wasn't like I never had a show or did a show where somebody went, "Nigga, you was terrible." So I knew this was the gift that God
So
gave
you
me.
never got booed ever?
Ever in my life.
Oh, wow.
Now, Speedy, I think you have a gift too, but that doesn't necessarily prove it because when I did stand up, I never got booed either, and we know I was not always funny. They would always listen.
Well, LA's different.
Yeah.
'Cause
Because LA
LA
give you a chance.
LA gonna lay back.
They all
New
are.
York,
They would have booed me.
Oh,
Detroit,
Yeah.
get your motherfucking ass off that
Off
stage.
the
nigga.
stage.
But LA go, yeah, she'll be off in a minute.
My
Just
people
let you
would
go.
be like, "That's right, sister.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. What chapter in the Bible, Tangy? You know, I got
she-
that kind of
Bible
thing.
verse.
Detroit, like, kill yourself. Twice.
And do it in front of me.
That'll be fun.
Now, how did you get into stand up?
I was working at a shoe store. And
What's the name? I used to work at Foot Locker. They
Finish
go,
line.
Do you have this in my
Oh,
size?
same thing.
Look, do you have this in my size?
Yeah.
And what is your size? Like, come on, motherfucker.
But yeah, I used to work at Finish Line, and a comedian from New York came in, and my friend told him that I wanted to do stand up and all this crazy stuff. So he told me to come down to Coco's House of Comedy,
Yeah.
and I didn't go because I was scared a little bit. And another dude ended up coming in 2 weeks later with a flyer for a show, and I was like, man, it's got to be destiny. I'm going. And I
Oh,
went.
shit.
And
So
I
how was your first show, though?
My first show was actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, I did it like verbatim though, word for word.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
did one of those.
Now,
things.
my first show wasn't sexy
Uh-huh.
because I got on stage. I said, I know what I'm going to talk about. And I listened to Richard Pryor and all that stuff, so I was trying to get that rhythm. And I got on stage, and I had this joke. One of my first jokes was, remember the commercial, and you go, damn, I could have had a V8.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so my joke was, you ever see somebody look better than your girl, and you go, damn, I could have had a V8. No, nobody laughed. Everybody always like
We
that.
all like,
And I literally went, I would thank y'all for coming out. I'm Speedy.
yeah, that wasn't sexy.
And the dude hosting the show ran on stage. TK Kirkland came on stage and said, what speed? I said, hey, nigga. They don't laugh at the joke. I get on out of here. I ain't gonna fight that.
About to get booed.
And that was my first joke. So as soon as I said that, I said, you ever be with your girl in the mall? You see another girl look better than yours? You go, damn, I could have had a V8. And when I say silence
You hear
of the
somebody
lambs,
go,
yeah, I was like, all right, I've been Speedy. So, but then I didn't think I wanted to do stand up. So my boy was in St. Louis. And he's selling dope. He's like, nigga, come out here and nigga get this money. So I was like, all right, fuck comedy. So when you were talking about destiny, so we got a call.
Oh, yeah.
Go
We
ahead.
have a call? Oh, you said the call.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, you guys make sure you call in 747-888-3082.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
So I leave LA because I'm frustrated doing stand up, and I go to because I think, okay, nigga, let me go hang out with the homie, and I found out I wasn't a drug dealer. I kept
you don't even like us to smoke weed around you.
I kept giving away the dope. I wasn't supposed to. Because every time somebody can't do it, hey, come on, Speed, let me get a little something, man. I don't have the money tomorrow. All right, man.
Oh, shit.
Make sure you have the money. Boy came home, nigga, how much you make? Well, I mean, so-and-so came.
They
and
said they was going to come back tomorrow.
Yeah, like, Speed, man.
Kind-hearted ass drug dealer.
I'm in St. Louis, in Kansas City. So I'm listening to the radio, and Sinbad is in town.
Okay.
And they said, we need an opener for the show. We're going to have a competition at this club. If you win the competition, you can open up for Sinbad and Kim.
I got chills.
Kim.
Whitley?
No, the other Kim.
Fields?
Not Fields.
No,
Tavares?
I know who you're talking about.
Kim
Coles.
Kim Coles.
Yeah.
So they were on tour. So I was like, fuck it. My boy said, nigga, you probably should go down there. 'Cause dope shit ain't you. I said, I'll go see it. And I said, nigga, I know I got to be funny these niggas in Kansas City. So I get there. I go to the club, and it's maybe like 5 or 6 other dudes there. I go up, destroy it.
Did you tell should have had the V8 joke?
No, I was past that.
Okay.
So I destroy, and then Sinbad's brother was like, okay, Mark. He said, where you from? I said, LA. I'm just out. He said, well, you won, so you're going to open. You get 5 minutes. Don't go over that 5 because Sinbad don't play. I said, no, I won't. So I do the 5 minutes. Sinbad, we take pictures. I have the pictures at the house. I'm bring it here. And from that point on, I knew that's what I was supposed to do.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But it took me to go to Kansas City.
Wow.
And try to be a knucklehead, which, I was absolutely terrible.
But your first time was out here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just that I got frustrated because when I started, there were a lot of comedy clubs, and they were all the black ones here. So you had every comedian, everybody going, I want to be a comedian. So everybody's waiting to go up, and the guy running the club could pretty much pick and choose who he wanted to go up.
And they would, too.
Oh, yeah. And so you just be standing there like, can you come back tomorrow? Y'all not open tomorrow. I know. Watch your set and see if it's worth it. So, and that's when I knew this is what I was supposed to do as far as stand-up.
It's a trip because that would be actually a good question of the day. Like, what did you think you were going to be, and then what did you end up? Like, you know what I mean?
So that's the question of the day.
That is a good
Great
question
one.
to call in, you guys.
What did you think you was
what's
going
the
to be?
number,
And what are you now?
747-888-3082. Call in, y'all.
I didn't know what
you
I
got to
was
do it like
gonna
you talking
be.
to that dude, your one dude fan. Let's try to go ahead.
One dude.
You want to be sexy?
Got that one. Well, you got a one dude fan. Might as well be nice to him.
I gotta take some of the sexy out.
Get your baritone in
747-888-3082. Call in, y'all, right now.
Yeah.
and let us know what you thought you would be
And what you ended up doing.
and what you end up. What are you doing right now?
Right.
All right.
You know what? I didn't know I was going to act.
That's what I asked you.
So
No,
what did
we
you
talking
think
about
you were
when I was
going to be?
50. After I graduated from high school, I had no idea what I was going to be. But my mother had a beauty salon, and I went to cosmetology school and found out I could do hair. I didn't even know I could do hair. And then when I would be working in the salon, I would be imitating everybody that was on television.
Oh, okay.
To the point where my mother would say, keep working, Tanja, keep working. I'd be imitating them. She said, and doing all the characters, imitating the clients, doing the voices, imitating people when they answer the phone, all that. And then my mother had these fashion shows, and I would lip sing and model and all that. And this lady came to my mother and told my mother, she said, Betty, that child is going places. Betty. All she needs behind her.
Naomi is mine. What's your
Gertrude.
My mother's name is Louise.
Mine's
Oh,
Naomi.
Louise.
What's your mom's name?
Deborah.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
Millennium.
But she
That's 'cause he
told my
young.
mother that I was going places. She said all I needed was a college degree. My mother decided I was going to college. I was scared.
So you would have still been doing hair.
I was working. I was going to the clubs, partying with the soldiers. I was cool. I was set. So yeah, I would have still been doing hair. But I probably would have been on Ricky Lake. You know how they had Ricky Lake. They had Phil Donahue, because I liked
Sally Jesse
I did
Raphael.
the Miss America, Miss Black America pageant, so I was doing stuff like that, but just I didn't know. But
Genealogy.
right, but
Genealogy.
when I started,
No.
I started at Fayetteville State, and they said if you like it, you can go wherever. And so because I knew I didn't have to stay, when I looked at all of those majors, the only thing that remotely looked interesting was acting. So I said, okay, I'll try that.
Oh, okay.
And then I booked that first play because I was the smallest, not because I was the best. And when I was on stage, and the
It's
people,
a beautiful feeling.
yeah. And then when I transferred to Spelman, and I booked everything, and I worked with all of these great people. And I said, if they like me, I must really be able to do something,
Right.
Because I didn't.
And that's the gift that God gave you.
Yeah, mine.
Yep.
What's yours?
Well, I thought I was going to be a musician, obviously, but
Tell me
I
what he
ended
gave
up. No, I found out that I'm great in television. I'm talking about behind the scenes, traffic, scheduling, programming. I'm like a fucking beast at that shit.
Ooh.
Like to the point where like networks call me and say, "Hey Pam, we need you for it." You know, that's what I was doing on our break. I was working at Universal.
And I think the things
And
that make
I'm
it
a
easy.
beast at that shit, and I learn it really quick.
And
Now-
you love it? Do you love it?
You know what I do? I get a rush on the scheduling programming part, but it's hard because I don't like being on the lockdown of it. You know what I mean? The 9 to 5 and having to answer to people. I work better by myself. I work better when I'm figuring shit out by myself. So
What you trying to say? You trying to leave him? I work better when it's just me. All right, so it is Throwback Thursday.
Yes, it is.
And being that it's Throwback Thursday, we have picked the year 1974.
yep.
To go back to, we're going to show you all the clothing, the hot toys. Well, you want to call them that. What was the hot TV shows in 74, the movies?
How old was I? 67, 68, 69, 71, 72,
Really?
73.
Carry the
I was
three.
7.
Multiply by
He said he was driving, right?
Yeah. And so we got all
old.
the
He was
music
driving.
from 74. Wow.
That's what he
I was
said.
13. No, I
had a
didn't
license.
say that.
You did say that. Did he not say that?
He did say he had a
Yeah,
license.
thank you.
He said he had delivered a baby.
Hilarious. And again, don't forget the question of the day is: let us know what you thought you would be doing and what you're doing now, and please
Make
Right
sure you
now.
call in, man. 747-888-3082 and subscribe to Rollout Radio.
What we not gonna do,
Wait a
you
minute.
stick with the phone number. You
Let
see
me
those little
reverse
red letters? Okay,
Go
one more
ahead.
time. Here we go. Hit it,
go
Jay.
ahead.
All right. Y'all make sure y'all call in 747-888-3082.
And while you're thinking about what you thought you were gonna do, we want you to Jesus subscribe.
What you not gonna do?
I was like, damn, we had a love and hip hop moment.
Great.
Subscribe. Oh goodness.
Go ahead. Subscribe. And what do they do when
Subscribe.
they go?
So you see the video that you're watching. Right up underneath there, you'll see SUBSCRIBE. Just hit that button. Just poop, poop, poop. Right there. Poop. It costs you nothing.
Jay, my bad.
Thank you.
Jay, my bad. I'm sorry I got you thrown under the bus.
You did, because Vinny did.
Because I was like, go ahead and do both. And he said, what you not gonna do?
Not
I
gonna
didn't hurts for this
I got
motherfucker.
nervous.
You better pull that hat off and have a gun up under there or something.
So call in, let us know what you thought you was gonna be doing and what you're doing now. Don't forget, it's 1974 and all the shit that go with it, including Mr. Latimore. What you know about that?
They
Don't
just
turn
scared the
that.
shit out of him.
Yeah, you kind of scared
All
the
of
shit
us, honestly.
Everybody.
I think we have a guest, too. Is our guest here?
out of you. You can
Yeah,
turn
we have
it
a
up.
guest when we come back,
Go
too.
ahead and turn it
Oh
up.
goodness, goodness, goodness.
Yeah, press play.
How young you are. I don't care if you're
I made it through.
Yeah, we are back.
You might want to turn that
19, shut up.
down. I'm just saying.
1974, bitch. I know y'all like, I ain't heard this song since my mama played dominoes.
Pretty much.
It is the Rollout Show right here at the Rollout Studios. It is your boy, Speed Doggy Dog in the building. We got.
Nikki Pam.
Tangi Ambrose, Heaven High.
We got.
This nigga.
Mr. J. Alexander, what's happening?
You got to put some levels on that shit. Try it again.
It was a little low.
Mr. J. Alexander, what's going on, y'all? Y'all right?
Why you looking
He
over
tried to
there?
get his radio voice.
Get the fuck over there. This is Jay Alexander.
You got to stare off into space when you talk sexy.
That's true.
And in the building, because when I hit my friends up, and they sometimes they superstars and they got things going on. I just keep texting them. And then, and I know I'm doing too much because there'd be a space in between the time my last text and then when they answer, I'm like,
Like
no,
a
nigga,
day or two?
no. They're like, no, seriously, I need you to come. And they're like, okay, nigga. I got. In the building, we got
Mr. London Brown, comedian and actor and the star of Ballers. One of the stars of Ballers. Yes.
That show is killing.
That show is really good.
I appreciate y'all watching. You ain't gotta watch it.
Yeah, get right up on that mic. London in the building. Now, I first met you when you first got here, man.
Yeah.
And now you You know, I know you go
Superstar.
places and who's run up to you like, damn, I love your show. What your name is?
This girl, she was last night. No. I run into all kind of people, man. Sometimes people, I run into people that want to fight.
What?
Really? I was in the club one night, and I just went to stop by to support my sister or something, like a little lounge. It was her birthday, and I'm just standing by the bar drinking some water, and this brother walk up mean mugging.
Yeah.
And he was staring up and down like, what's going on? He came up, hey, dude, I ain't gonna lie, I thought, you was a nigga who stole my girl, nigga. So, but you the dude on the show. Good job, man.
Saved your fucking life.
He looked like he just got out 30 minutes ago.
I was just about to shoot you.
Oh my God.
But he was cool.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. That's dope though. That saved you. Now, how was it working with Rock? I've met him, cool dude. But how?
Oh, sorry.
Again, because I meet people.
I doubt it.
How's it working with him, man?
Dwayne is really, really nice and just extremely cool. He got a lot of presence. He come into the building,
It's him.
He's there. He's so cool. He don't like to close his eyes when he sneezes.
Huh?
That's how cool he is. He has allergies, and we filming in Miami by the sand, and they said, "Yo, Dwayne, you ready?" He says, "Yeah, can I have a pack of just all eyes, just open." He's just cool, just a nice, cool dude. Whatever we got to do to keep him happy, so the rest of us work. Let's do that.
Because a lot of people got on him for still doing television, even though he's this big movie star. Because they have this stigma in Hollywood that once you do movies and you're at that level, you don't go back and do.
Do they still have that?
Yeah, because they got on Fox about doing the fucking
Shazam.
But now big stars are doing commercials.
Because they found out how much money they were making, and then that's starting to dissipate now.
Right. Okay.
But so for The Rock, who's got that, he's got all kind of stuff going on.
I mean, I just think that if you can do it without stretching yourself thin, I mean, it'd be different if he wasn't doing a good job on television, but he does well.
He kills that character.
Guys want to look like him, women want to be with him, kids look up to him. He just winning. He's not black, he's not white. He's
winning.
Winning.
That's what we're gonna call it. What color is he? Winning.
Winning. Right.
That is a new
Winning.
shade.
Right.
That's a new shade.
Yeah,
You winning.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn, man. And then Denzel's son is on the show.
Yeah.
And he plays the other football player who I guess the character now he has from concussions, he can't remember shit.
Oh, see, you know more than me this season. I've been in the clubs. I tried to be in the club. I don't know what's going on.
So you shoot your shit, you out.
Yeah, well, we finished shooting late spring.
Okay.
But after, you almost, because people ask me, was I excited about the show coming out? But you almost kind of become detached from it because you do it and then you leave it. But we in club. I'm in the club. That's my thing. I want to be in the club. So
The comedy club.
yeah, but the show helps.
I thought he meant the strip club. I was like,
Oh,
all
there's
right.
His money go a long way in strip club.
No.
Girl, that's
that's
him.
one thing I actually don't do. I don't do strip clubs.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like the idea of giving my money away to a woman who can possibly get me aroused, and then I got to just go home.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
I
had
got
that
a question
stuff
because
together.
the strip clubs, my understanding, are full. And all of
Always.
the men that come here say, I don't do strip
No,
club.
I don't.
Except for it was one guy who was saying I put the money out.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
yeah,
do
yeah.
But nobody
Same
does
reason.
them.
Same reason.
Nobody does them.
Yeah,
So how they
and
make
then
all that
also
money?
just to give, I just feel like whatever those women are doing in the clubs, I can get them to do at my place.
All right. For free.
I mean, that's not crazy.
Soon as
I
I'm
believe it.
No, that's you right.
With
Like
food
Speedy would
instead
say,
of money.
I
Right,
know
that's
you got a
all.
gang of bitches, huh?
No.
Like Speedy
You see
say,
how his voice got real high? No.
like, stop.
Because we all watching you better answer right, motherfucker.
Yeah, I forgot we was on.
Now, you guys, this is a second season or third?
Third.
Third season. And have they already said 4 or 5?
Yeah, they lit us for fourth season.
Now, I can imagine you're having a super duper fabulous time, but when you were, say, 15, is this what you thought you would be doing?
Oh yeah, this
Yeah, that's a
is
question
definitely not a surprise. This is exactly what I've set out to do. I was very, very methodical about every step, and as far as taking acting classes, I started touring doing theater about 15. So I was in high school and touring. So a lot of times people ask me, am I surprised? Nope. This is exactly
I love it.
what the plan is for sure.
How old are you?
I was
36.
Oh, yeah.
I would say, where'd you grow up?
Shit,
I'm
15.
from LA.
Okay.
You want to come
What
play
high
in
school did you
London?
go
No, nigga, I'm in here doing this theater right now.
No, I'm there. Yeah, that's it. What did you say?
What high school did you go to?
I went to Washington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a general. I'm LA.
Yeah,
Oh, you went.
Right.
You went to Washington as when it was preparatoria or when it was.
It was prep.
Yeah, see,
Which
I
really.
I lived down the street when it was Washington and Generals. My mother said, "You ain't going there." I actually lived down the street from Washington. Now we gonna put you in. We moving. Nigga, they would have ate me alive at Washington.
But it was cool. I mean, it was a lot of the performing arts teachers there are all doing well. We had a really solid program, but we wasn't. Hamilton was the high school for the arts because Washington didn't get that because we was in the hood. But I mean, a lot of people out from Washington work and do well.
Wow, that's dope, man. I fucking now, how are you? Are you and Denzel's son cool or?
Yeah. JD, everybody's cool. There ain't no egos on set. Everybody's really respectful. It's just a good atmosphere to work in. I think it's just a respect level. But JD is cool. He's come up to the club a couple of times.
Now, did you play football?
No, I ain't play football. I ain't do. I just arts.
They throw you to football. Hey,
No, I can play.
what is this?
Don't get it twisted.
No. Well, you got first of all, you got to be 200-300. I'm not about that contact life. I don't want to do that.
Don't hit me.
Don't
No strip
touch me.
clubs, no getting hit.
Unless you a
Now,
woman.
did you get offered the role or did you have to audition?
No, I had to audition. The audition process was like it took about 2 months. It was serious. It was real rigorous, back to back. They want to see how you are by yourself with the other actor, and I mean it was a process. But and not to get all deep, but I just know that God just set it up. So I can't take no credit for it because at the time I didn't have any rep. So I just got a call from Mr. Spencer. He said, "Yo, they looking for you. Have you auditioned yet?" I said, "Nah." So I went in and did the audition that way.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
I did audition for your character. That's probably why.
No,
God
man.
said, "No, nigga."
No, God works in mysterious ways.
My car wouldn't start. Ain't this a bitch?
Because Speedy, if you had gotten that part, then you wouldn't be here right now.
I would. I'd be over there. I would be over here.
So now that you're doing this, are there any other thing? Like, do you write? Do you want to produce?
As a stand-up, we write anyway. So it really just becomes a matter of what form we're going to go into and just creating your own content.
Because I was
part of the
thinking
work.
film with the question. I was thinking like write your own television show or your own movies or something like that.
You know what? I'm still trying to figure out what angle I want to do because a thin line between love and hate, even though it's like a low-budget film, but that is like, there's a lot of moments like in that movie, Boomerang, Love Jones, I'll be like, oh, that was me, or somewhere in there was it. And I'm like, I guess I just got to write my own, whatever it is, or
That
however
kind
I
of
see
thing.
myself to
We
do
need
it.
more movies like that, though.
Now, what's the first big thing you went and bought for yourself, or for a family, or whatever? What's the first thing you did?
First big thing I bought for myself. Wait, this is only season 3. We ain't on right now.
You close.
This is the most I probably did was caught up on stuff. Everybody out old. I'm like,
Oh, so he basically said HBO money
Yeah.
what we think it is.
What is
Good.
that?
That's a wonderful
I fixed my
thing.
credit.
I remember one time I went out and I covered the tab. And that was cool for me to do that.
How much was
Oh, that's nice.
It was like 5.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's
See?
nice.
Oh,
Now
500.
for 500.
Oh, okay.
What kind of? This is season 3. I got to keep telling y'all. I'm waiting on. So little stuff
when
like that.
But
it does something for me.
Speedy told us a story a couple of
Yeah.
days ago where he was out and they
Jamie.
needed $500 more, and Speedy put his 20 and then he took it
I
back.
ain't got it.
So
Yeah.
The bill was what,
So that
4,800?
was good. The bill was $4,800.
$3,800.
$3,800.
At Nobles inside of MGM.
Oh, wow.
And they thought Jamie was gonna pay for it, and Jamie bent the corner. Said, "No, nigga, I ain't paying for all
Jamie,
you
he
black
threw
folks."
$100 down though.
Threw $100
and then he
down.
left.
Yeah. But when you did the 500, now did you like, yeah, I got it, or you just said, "Go on, swipe that"?
You know what bothered me was that I was like, yo, man, anybody want to drink in my family? And I give them a drink. And I seen, nigga, my brother had a cup. It's like, what?
Right.
Yeah. But it really comes down to, people say, that it's lonely at the top, but I think that's because sometimes when people get there, they don't bring anybody with them. It's no fun. Like, I would much rather have a day pass, 4 day passes, or day pass with for 4 people to go to Magic Mountain, right? Then to be able to go every day for free by myself. You know what I mean? So it's not the same. I'm
having your family
your
around.
friend, you know.
Say it. You remember Billy D. Williams, Mahogany? You remember his line?
Crazy.
Perfect timing. Say it.
Oh, you just gonna let my hand?
No, not that one.
Which one?
Success is nothing without someone to share with. Okay, hit it. You remember that?
Yeah, that was a great line.
Y'all
I love the movie, but I don't remember that.
You don't remember that Mahogany when she was off
I do
doing all
remember
her
that.
thing?
I'm gonna be there.
I just like when he said, "Well, that was Lady Cena Bloom. You just gonna let my hand fall."
Oh yeah, that was it too.
That was a great line.
Motherfucker came out the shadows. You just gonna let my hand fall. You look like.
You sound just
I
like
agree
Billy
with
D.
you though.
He has a Billy D. Williams look,
Yeah.
or maybe Billy Goat.
I didn't know.
Usually I'm waiting for the women to agree. I said, okay, maybe.
It's too much of an old reference. Give me somebody current and new, somebody exciting.
Then that means I'm looking at you. Let me see what you look like. I want that.
I said maybe if he combed his hair a little bit.
You should have seen their face. She went.
I'm looking at mine. I'm like,
I try to be there with you, sweetie.
I went, okay, maybe Billy Goat.
that might be the best.
Now,
Do your friends and family though? You know, you talk about having someone to share it with, and I get that, and I agree totally because it can be a lonely thing. But do they treat you different? Your close friends, not the people on the street.
No, my close friends. Like I remember when I told my mom, I said, "Mom, remember the thing you was praying for? I got the part." She said, "Oh, that's nice. Who gonna use your car while you gone?" That's the kind of regular stuff.
Bring you right back down to earth, huh?
yeah. And now who's hit you up for? Do you have to name their name? What's the most somebody's hit you up for? Like, oh, nigga, if I just had 50,000 to get this business going.
They kind of been. Well, they asked for a few, like 1,500. I said 15. You can't even.
And what was the reason though? Was it a good one or?
I think it was his car or something.
Oh, okay.
And or recently I just helped my friend get his car out the pound. Just so that little
nice.
stuff. I'll give you a good one because people ask me what's cool about this, but like we had to do some press stuff in Houston, and I had a +1. So for the +1, I took my boy so that he can go see his family that's out there. Like that's
nice.
Cool to me.
That's nice.
Or taking my mom to the Emmys, you know, after dinner or whatever. Like
Isn't that tonight or coming up this week?
Sunday, I think.
Yeah.
You gonna buy our house?
Oh yeah, you got to do that.
You gotta buy your mama
especially
a house.
in the black community. You got to take care of your mama first.
Yeah.
Are you going to the Emmys this Sunday?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I'm actually going to go. I may go to the after event
Oh, okay.
and bring my mom because I'll be in the streets.
I know I got a movie that Jamie directed. Also, I know when it come out. The kids already said, "Now I'm gonna go to the. When we going to the mall for real? Like, just be cool." I already know somebody
Not
like,
to play video games.
and it usually starts like this. Like they'll go, "Hey, Speedy," and you gotta go, "What's wrong?" You know, I'm out here trying to make it happen. Man. These kids. He didn't ask me if I need some money.
You need some money?
I mean, you know, if you got it.
Sound like me. Get in this place.
Because I think when you're on TV and people automatically count your money, whether you count it or not.
I had this girl. I had a couple women hit me up, and I didn't know her from anything. It started off with, hi, you're so good on the show. I hate your character, but that's a good thing. And I was like, okay. Like, you know what? Times are just.
That was the transition.
On the phone?
In the DM?
She in the DM, but she
not
went
the
through
DM.
all the issues. Like as if right after that, I was like, you know what? Let me just get out. I was like,
my
why is
charge
she telling
card.
me very, very in detail about this lost this and that went down and this bill came and then my son is just and it was the whole layout.
And this-
And
And
you
this was
knew
all-
her or didn't know her? Oh, sorry, go
I
on.
didn't know her. I had another woman who just said, yo, I got this charity, and I'm asking all my celebrity friends to. I was like, what? That is a season 1. I was like, what kind of, because no, they all pledging. So I just knew that you can pledge. I was like, I still got regular stuff I got to do. Like I help my mom, with bills and whatever I can do. I still cover rent over there if I can do. I got regular stuff. I mean,
it's funny with that too because you don't want to say, well, I ain't got no money. Because
people counting for you.
Because so you got to let them keep counting. Go ahead and keep counting, and still some kind of way say, one guy said, who was it? He said, who was it that said he didn't feel
It's
like.
your story.
I was just going to say that.
who was?
London, so
I'll remember.
what's your biggest passion though? Like, is it acting or is it?
I think
Comedy?
I think it's stand up because we have control over it. And fortunately for my style, between doing act outs, I get to do the acting and the character. It's the acting stuff, but theater is just it's another thing too. That's the cool thing about acting is I can be everything I didn't get a chance to be.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, which was what you. So you thought this is what you were doing. You're doing that now.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, sometimes just growing up, you be like, man, rapping cool.
Until you try to rap.
And then, right, I thought it's like basketball is cool until my brother dunked on me. Then I was like, that ain't what I'm supposed to do.
But acting, you can be the star.
Right.
You can be anything. If I want to be a radio DJ, I can either create that script or I'll audition
You're
for
right.
this.
You're right.
So is it everything you thought it would be, your dream? I mean, you're living your dream now.
I'm living it, but I know this is only the surface. I know there's another layer of it. So that's why, like, every day, like, I don't sleep as much as I should because I'm almost in anticipation of trying to I only sleep to get to the next day so I can do it all over again. So I'm like,
That's how I do it.
I'm always.
I thought, God, I never heard put it like that, but yeah.
My day is filled with a lot of ebullience because I'm like,
Ooh, say
Like-
that word again.
yeah, that right?
That was a
I knew that went
community
over
college
Steve's
word
head.
right there.
What was the word?
ebullience.
That was an Ivy League
Ebooby?
word right there.
No, that's not what.
say ebooby.
Ebullience.
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 Like very
Whatever,
excited.
I'm
about
using
it.
that.
Don't come in here with the big shit,
I'm
nigga.
going to check.
No, it's not my fault. It's in my proclivities. No,
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 wait a minute.
Proclivity.
no, I'm not. I'm no
going to
tyro with
Chick-fil-A.
words. I love words and how they make us feel. But I just feel like I know there's another layer of this, and I'm supposed to go. That's why everything has to line up to it. You know, everything needs to just. Is it putting me closer to where I'm trying to be? If not, then I negate and go forward.
You guys make sure you call in 747-888-3082.
Yeah,
Any
you want to ask
questions
a
for
question.
London?
You got a question. Go ahead. You was about to say. Go
And
ahead.
subscribe.
Ain't nobody gonna take that part. We all
Right
looking
ahead.
at you like, nigga.
Okay, let me
Scared.
ask you a question. Were you wearing the dark shades before you became famous, or did you start after?
I'm gonna tell you where the shade started happening.
Season 1.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I used to tour with Chris Tucker, right?
Oh.
And I remember with Chris, I would watch Chris. I said, okay, if you want to, whatever I'm trying to figure out, I got to learn some stuff. I said, he in shades. All right, cool. If that's what we're supposed to do, shades and carry a bag and headphones. Okay, I got it. Then I remember we was on a flight, and I actually was tired, so I put the shades on because I didn't want to look like sleep. Said, London, take the glasses off. You ain't made it. I said, what?
Oh.
You take the glasses off. You need to be observing and watching and paying attention to people, and just relax. I said, all right, off, and the glass was off, and I listened to Chris. And
You sound just like him when you did that.
Yeah.
there's two Chris's. Like there's that high TV Chris, and then there's the very Chris that's one-on-one. I said, okay, I got it. But I was tired. I didn't want to look sleepy.
Yeah.
He said, man, you haven't made it. You need to be watching. I said, all right. And that was it.
And I knew Chris when he first started. In Atlanta, they used to have a Tuesday night where they give you the keys. It was Keys Tuesday.
I got it before.
If you wasn't funny, you get them keys. They don't boo you to give you keys. And Chris Tucker went up and they gave Chris the keys. They gave I forgot my man's name, the keys. But then he came to LA. And when he came here and he did the Comedy Act Theater and that motherfucker hit that stage, and just so happened, Cube was in the audience. Why Cube was there, nobody knows. Cube was in the audience. He sees Chris, takes Chris off that stage, and they go do. They're already writing Fridays, and 2 weeks later they're shooting it.
Wow.
And we were like, oh shit.
I remember that.
And he had only been here maybe a week and a half at the most, because after he started ripping up Atlanta, he came here and he was roommate with Maestro Clark.
Maestro,
roommates.
yeah.
And next thing, and when I'm talking about, when you can say overnight, that was probably one of the few times you could look at somebody and say it was literally overnight.
He probably had one of the quickest rides to like fame.
And then the Def Jam hit, and then
he killed
Fridays
Def Jam.
hit.
Yeah.
It was downhill after that, man. And so are you touring now? You doing dates on the road?
I actually do some dates coming up right after the series ends, which is I think a couple more Sundays. I'll be out, I believe in Minneapolis.
Do you take now? Is it your thing or someone else?
It's me. I be headlining, so I'm a.
You need
need
somebody
a
to go
host
with
or
you.
something.
I mean,
You need
know what I'm
host.
saying? I mean, feature or
We got
something.
two
Ain't no,
other
ain't no
comedians
pressure
on
on you, nigga. I did invite you, my
You ain't
nigga.
got to do it. You know?
Do you have a host?
I don't have a
listen.
host yet.
Speedy is a great host. We want to try to sell Speedy to him.
Speedy is a
Yeah,
fantastic.
he's one of the
host.
best I've
I know,
ever
that's
seen.
why I'm
London,
I mean,
London.
Jamie's still
I'm
taking
sliding
him
shit
with
to
him.
him right now. Sit on my host.
Come
on, Jay, get in there, nigga. Me, I'll take you with me. Say you, me. You know you gotta tell your friend, nigga, me and you.
Both of us.
We both want to do it, Miss Jenkins. Can you sit tight? We just gonna do some news.
Yeah.
Cool. It is now time. Who's we got? We got a phone call.
Maybe.
Oh shit, man, we'll talk to you. So you don't have a girl? You single?
I'm not in a relationship.
Mm-mm.
Nah.
That's a okay way to say it. I ain't never.
Yeah, he ain't
that
say he
way.
was single.
Yeah.
either,
I'm not in a relationship.
Well, they're asking for your social media information.
Sure. At
Who's gonna get to it?
Real London Brown. At Real London Brown. I'm going live so we can join in this web. You can't find it on the tube. So we here.
Is that Real London Brown on Instagram? On
Yep. Real London Brown on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and then London Brown on Facebook.
Are you ready, Scott? What you got for us? It is news time, top of the hour. We talk about the news, even though it's 1974, but we can slide into some news and then hit a little 74 news. What you got, baby girl?
Okay, so the first thing that I have, it was something that happened at a baseball game. They had pulled up, they were
yeah.
racist, like a
They
racist
dropped
thing.
a banner, right?
Yeah, hold on one second. I was
yeah.
like working with the phone, so I wasn't fully prepared.
Oakland
At the A's game, right?
Oh, at the A's.
Yeah, at the game.
Look at her. Damn. Oh, tough.
While she's looking at that, you were born, your name London Brown?
Yeah, that's my real name.
That's fly. You got brothers and sisters?
Yep, got one named Paris,
I was
another
about
name.
to say.
I love
really?
it. London,
One named
Paris,
August, one named
and
April. Yeah.
Love it.
I was about to throw that in as a joke. I couldn't get up at I bet Paris.
My brother named Baltic Avenue.
Baltic, not the
Nigga, you did not want to land on that shit.
right, right.
So let's
Mediterranean.
I got both Baltics. You still got it.
So what?
Racism is as American as baseball.
Exactly.
Wow. And did they see the person that did it, or?
Look at 'em.
It was
Looks
a
like
group
it's
of
about
college.
3 people.
Yeah, it was a group of college students, and they got kicked out as soon as they put it up.
That's a hell of a. How they get that? Well, I guess you can get a banner in. They ain't really asking for you to look at it.
That's a cold.
Man,
Yeah. And that was a nationally televised game.
Right.
That was on ESPN.
And basically, they waited for the fourth inning. They waited for them to actually shoot the thing. As soon as they put it onto the it's a casino where basically what it is right there. They dropped the sign as soon as the cameras
Wow.
went to the.
Wow. Well, they got their
But the
claim.
umpire shut it down second, so they really, they got recognition.
Yeah, we still living in a kind of fucked up world. What else you got?
Well, she's
Jamil
got
Hill?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, did she get
She's got to
fired?
refresh.
Did she get fired or not? Jamil.
No, she didn't get fired, but ESPN
got
had
suspended.
she did get suspended. Because
Yeah.
last
Oh,
I
she got
heard,
suspended?
she did a little slight retraction. But I mean, my thing is this:
What did she say?
she said that he was a
White
supremacist.
supremacist.
Yes,
The president.
yes. I mean, it's the truth. I mean,
And the second thing that she came out and said was she basically tried to scale back and say, well, this isn't my views of the. Yeah, I'm sorry, this is not ESPN views. These are only my views, and I respect my colleagues and all that stuff. So she tried to apologize a little bit.
I mean,
I don't like it though.
you know
She
what? This is why
apologized.
they're doing it. Because when Barack was in office, and the minute someone said some nigga shit about Barack, we jumped on him.
Yep.
So it's like, because when they said we're doing this because he's the president and he's our first black president, so you can't do that. So even though this president you may dislike him, you still have to respect where he is, which he is the president. And you have to respect that part of the office. You may not like him, but you still can't call the president certain things.
Right.
And it's just
I mean,
that's
but
just how
he
it is.
I mean,
He could
Right,
be
that's what I
that,
was gonna say.
Yeah.
but you just can't,
can't
say
say
it.
it.
Yeah.
Because if you start, that's a slippery slope. Because when he's not in office, you can say that about the next one if you don't like him.
right.
Right.
And we don't want to, as a country, we're trying not to make that, even though they did it to Barack pretty much every single day.
Every single day.
Every single day.
In every way
Yeah.
possible.
And they didn't let certain things go through, laws go through, because he was a black president.
Yep.
Yeah.
They didn't want him to, because if they let half the stuff he wanted to do go through, the greatest president ever to take off.
But I saw a lot of celebrities tweeting her, saying that they stand with her.
Oh, yeah, I
on
stand
her
with her.
statement, and I did too. I mean, not that I'm or nothing, but you know,
Oh, the power went off. What the fuck? Damn, Pam.
I mean, of course. I mean, she said something that was very true, though.
yeah, I mean,
it's just,
I think maybe it's because it's ESPN and she's supposed to be sports or whatever. I don't know.
They have to remain neutral.
You have to
don't
remain
they?
neutral as
Well,
a journalist, and
Sports is so weird, especially when you black. And being an actor too, and you moving up, people want to ask you. You're like, nah, motherfucker, ask me about what I'm doing, because you don't want to get caught up in that political thing because it could go left. And your character, like, you can't say shit.
I know. You know what's interesting though is
You
that
probably want to. But.
I go live all the time when I cook and stuff like that, and people ask questions, and my friends know, they know where I am with with being black. I don't apologize for that. So they if they want to know, they'll ask. But it is kind of an interesting space to be in. That's why when you deal with white folks, you got to deal with them in facts. Otherwise, you can't be emotional because you'll lose every time. You can't do that.
you can't say that.
Yeah, you're right. And where are you live? Are you live on Snapchat? Are you live
live
on
on
Facebook?
Instagram.
Are you live on Instagram?
okay.
And now, when you guys shoot the show, are you shooting in Miami?
We shot the first 2 seasons in Miami, and this last one we shot here in LA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To make it look like Miami?
No, they did something about the taxes and Zika and everything else. I don't know. It could have been, who knows? Dwayne said, yo, I'm moving. So, I don't know.
Ain't like you can go, well, Dwayne, I like Miami. Because I know they put you up in Fly Spot.
Yeah, we
I
everyone
know,
we all rent our own spot. I did have a fly spot.
You did?
I had a fly spot.
On the water?
20th floor, knobless stove.
Ooh.
Oh man, it was. I love that place.
How many weeks?
All the hoes.
We was there for months. So oh man.
All right, I'm going to let you think about it. What else you got, Scott?
Yeah, he having the memories
You
right
laugh
now.
back. Ooh, that motherfucker was
Yes.
It was like this.
Who in my place now?
Are we?
Okay, well-
We're offline.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So a cool, because we're doing the TBT, 1974.
Yeah.
That is when the Amityville.
The
Amityville.
Amityville
there we go.
horror.
Yeah, that's when
Which
it
was a
actually
true,
happened.
kind of a true story? Or?
Yeah, basically right
Oh, it
here
did?
it says that the house in November 13, 1974, that's when Ronald DeFeo Jr., then 23, murdered his parents and his 4 siblings with a rifle as they slept in their beds.
Wow.
Yeah, so basically they were in the house for 28 days and he killed them.
See, white people do stuff like that, and then they'd be like, a voice told me to do it.
That's very true.
And this is where the movies and stuff came from.
And Amityville, which was a hit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I think they redid it with Ryan Reynolds, which is it's a good movie.
Yeah, they did.
And see, 74, I'm in the 8th grade. So I don't remember it being real. I just remember when the movie actually came out, and it was like, it's from a true story. And I'm like, I never heard of Amityville. And that's in what state?
New York. Or Long Island, really.
Long Island. Wow. You do scary movies?
Oh, they're my favorite.
Really?
Oh man, I like feeling that kind of tension, and
Yeah.
I like.
Did you see it? You saw it?
I ain't seen
You
it
didn't see it? I
It's
saw
killing
it.
in the boxes.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Did y'all see the first?
Oh, it was
It?
scary.
Yeah, at
The
first.
back
it
in
was
the
classic.
day yet.
No, this one was scary.
No, I'm saying, did you see the back in the day? It?
No.
Yeah, I saw
You
it.
saw?
No.
But this one was
This
scarier.
This one was legitimately like scary. It wasn't just like gory. It was like
Oh,
I'm
it
talking
was
about
scary.
people popping up out of nowhere, their eyes popping out. It was scary.
I love scary. Like, The Exorcist, to me, not going to beat that. And I remember me and my parents, we was little when we saw this movie. And my mother went to church every day. My daddy, he sit outside and listen to the game while we in church. That was how to get down. So we went to see The Exorcist, and we're all scared. We get home. Mama said, come on in, we're going to pray. And I saw my daddy get on his knees and pray. I went, oh, this shit real.
This is good.
Because after we went and saw that, then come on in here, we're going to pray before we go to, yes, look, we grabbed the hand. And everybody hung, and I looked, I saw my dad praying. My dad didn't even go into church, even on Easter Sunday.
Wow.
He would sit in the car, he would drop us off, park the car in the thing, and listen to the game while we in church.
Wow.
And he prayed. I said, this is the scariest movie in the world.
Like her head turned around.
Yeah, when
All
her
the
head,
way.
it was, to
180.
me, I think that's what a good horror movie is. You got to get in there And you can't just be, that was or a whole lot of killing. It has to be something that catches you.
Mm-hmm. There's a horror movie that let me know that I needed to let this guy go that I was dating. Yeah, he took me to see. He would take me to see movies, and I remember we went to go see a horror movie, and it was scary.
Which one do you remember?
No, I don't remember. I just remember I was jumping, and he kept saying, "Shh."
Oh man, that's hilarious.
I moved away. I was done. How you gonna take me to a scary movie and then not expect me to get scared?
No
TNG,
comfort.
shh.
No, I took a girl to the movie and she fell asleep.
Oh
yeah.
I'm talking about I got my little arm around her. We watched it. She went, hey, motherfucker, don't. She's like, I'm sorry. I've just been working all day. I said, we can go. We ain't got to do this. No, let's see the movie. I'm like, all right. And it was a kind of a quiet moment. And this bitch said, I'm out. I dropped that. Lavelle Crawford did that to me.
Really?
So
Took him on a
Lavelle, he
date?
lost weight. No.
I mean,
He lost weight. But when he was the big dude,
Yeah.
we're going to do a show. And, when you're big, they give you 2 belts.
Okay.
They slide you the second one. They want to embarrass you. Like, here gone.
Yeah.
Put your extension
really,
on that.
sweetie?
You ever get 2 belts?
So we're still
act like
on
he
the
has.
black. We still on the blacktop. We ain't flew yet. We just sitting there, waiting. All right, we close the door. We're about ready to take off. And Lavelle said, "Yeah." hey, nigga! You saw these white folks. They don't do this. What's wrong? No, nigga.
It's
No.
all about the white folks, right?
No.
Don't be doing that.
Because they turn. Because as soon as you hit the, they went. I said,
Yes.
I don't know him.
Right.
No, you can't do that in front of public. Just can't fall asleep with me at the theater. Can't get too scared.
Why?
Because doing the fucking movie, shit.
I don't remember mine either, Speedy. It's okay.
But it's right there.
Let me
Your
tell you
story.
something. You fall asleep on me
Right,
at the
Pam.
movies.
Yeah, I would. Nigga,
Let me tell you something. You fall asleep on me at the movies, I'm gonna punch you. I'm like, what happened? Like, it was the 3D movie. Something jumped out the screen.
The only thing
hit
about
you.
like that's the thing. You go like I'm falling asleep at the movie and I'm paying.
I can't
But
do it.
I be coming from the club. I be burnt. So our lifestyle is already late night. I'm not sleeping as it is.
Yeah.
And the girl, they would usually get offended because they scared. And I'm like, well, what? All right, well, but just nudge me. I'm asleep. I can't be the protector. That's what it come down to. So it's
Pretty
like,
much.
When a
Surrogate.
man falls asleep on me at the movie or at the house or whatever, I feel special because in my
Why?
mind I'm like, he knew he was tired, but he really wanted to see me, and he feels comfortable around me.
There you go.
Because to be able to let your guard down
All of that
and
is
to
true.
go to sleep is
That is
special.
real.
That is
and so
true.
I just be like,
You gotta trust a woman to fall asleep around her because she's gonna go through your phone.
Yep.
oh no, I ain't got time to go
You gotta
Well,
You sleep with your phone right here.
For real.
You take the motherfucker, put it in your face. Whatever. Yeah, I can't. No.
Right.
That's how you really know if you're in love. Do you leave your phone?
Man.
Or if the girl says,
my
this,
baby.
this
If
one,
you're thinking about your phone, then
this,
she
this,
ain't the right
this
one.
one kill me when y'all do this. Oh, my battery dead. Can I use your phone? Bitch, mine dead too. Look, it don't even work. We ain't finna play that game. You ain't gonna be thumbing through my shit.
Yeah, exactly. My wife be having my phone for 30 minutes sometimes. I be like, I ain't even.
You don't want to say shit, but you be like,
I ain't even doing nothing. I'll be like, man, she gonna find something.
why is your phone blinking? I don't know.
Why is it on 10%? You been texting these hoes
Oh wow.
So you
90% of the time?
So you deleting now? I am deleting nothing. This everything. Oh shit, it deleted. My bad.
You're right about that though. You try.
So you don't have that problem.
I try not to even. This is what I do. When it comes, I don't ask questions. I don't bug them about whatever the woman has going on. Do that, and
Right.
then I just don't even.
I see you when I see you.
I don't let my mind even go there because I know me. If I let myself go, I'm gonna be bothered.
But you know why you're able to do that? You on TV.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you worked at
yeah.
Taco Bell, you had to be like,
Yeah.
okay, bitch, what you want to do? You on TV, bitch? I can do without you.
Right.
You know, I mean, you can be on set, or you can be at home. What
You know, I just sometimes, but I think that women maybe when they start looking and not all women, but I mean, I'm like you gotta make sure you're ready for what it is you think you're trying to look for. Not if not, just understand that the energy I'm giving you when I'm with you is I'm right with you,
Oh.
and stay in that, be present. And
What's the biggest problem that you had out of a woman, like with your outlook on relationships, like with them as far as them dealing with it and then understanding how you look at relationships. What's the biggest issue you have with a woman?
I
want to know the biggest one though.
Oh my goodness.
She's about 6.
Oh, I had a couple biggest relationship. I think that sometimes. Oh, this is one of them. This is a general one, but women they come up, they'll flirt or whatever. They say, you know what you're doing is you're so passionate. You're so passionate, so good. What you do, so focused. You're so driven and determined. You ain't got no kids. You don't smoke, and you cook. You're so. I love that. I say, I appreciate that. Can we go out? I say, yeah, we can go out. And then I get a call from the club. And in my position, I'll get a call last minute. So I'm funny enough to get called, but not big enough to be called months down the line like that. So they be like, we'll call you. So I headline an hour before it's time. So,
Hey, we had a fallout in London. What you doing?
Shout out to Ann Mitchell at the Comedy Union. So anyway, the girls, what happens is they want to go out on a date. And then as soon as I say, I can't, I got an audition that just came in. I got to be prepared for that. Yeah. Once, twice, I can't. I got to work a club. Yeah. The things they felt they really liked about me, they come later to despise. And it bothers them when they come secondary.
Yeah. Look, I hate your comedy show. I hate your TV show. Where's Rock?
All of that. So it just becomes when they realize that they become secondary to the work.
And if you're just tuning in, we got London Brown in the building from the hit show. I can say hit show.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Motherfucking ballers is.
And make sure you guys call in, man. 747-888-3082.
And please subscribe. SUBSCRIBE.
What we not gonna do?
Thank you.
What we not gonna do, baby girl. London, again, man. I know your day busy. I know you had to pull this, separate.
How many times did Speedy call you? I'm just curious.
I text about what, 6 times?
What's that noise?
No, I think it may have been one other time before this one.
Yeah. But I was texting like a motherfucker.
You know what's the worst when you text somebody and they get their read receipt thing on?
Oh yeah.
And they read
like,
your text
and
message.
then don't respond.
Well, that's Apple phone, right?
Yeah, that's Apple phones. They got that. You can turn it on where you can see what they read.
If they read it.
Yeah, and they just look at it and don't even respond.
Oh, that's a good reminder.
I'm the guy that reads without the. So they get back. I don't like the fact that people bug me about that. Like, Linda, I know you read it. So I'm like, look. On Instagram, people try to do that too. Well, I see you on Instagram. Why you ain't taking my calls? Or you read my message. That don't. Even if I read it, don't mean I'm necessarily free.
Yeah.
I'm right now. I can read a message now. I'm not free.
Yeah. And that's the issue now, like with women today, because they feel like they can micromanage you, and they can in a sense.
Your wife micromanages.
She tries.
Oh, I thought you asked me. I thought this.
Wait, Michelle was texting me. She stopped texting and looked up with one eye.
Ask me again.
Does your wife micromanage you?
She said no.
Oh my God!
And do you ever think you'll get married? Do you ever see that? Man,
coming? I get asked about, especially
or kids.
When you date women in their 30s, it's dating is fast. They, it's date, movies, relationship. What are we engaged? They ready, and I'm not really on that because as a man, we have to provide and protect. So right now, I still feel like I'm setting myself up so that I can provide.
Because it's what season?
We only third
season.
Fucking that 5, nigga. Right. Wait, where you live at? Look up here. Right to the left.
And it would be kind of nice if you could enjoy your money some before you take on somebody
all of that.
else.
But you know why they fast? Because you that dude and you can take them to certain places because you already what they think you're already in that position. So yeah, they meet you and like, no, I'm ready to get my life together. I'm 30. I want to go.
Okay, I'm gonna like with any guy. He could be broke and don't got a job. She's still ready with that guy too. Yeah, it's just the age of the woman where she's ready to settle down.
Which is right around 30.
That is called thirsty, ladies.
It's not called thirsty.
Thirsty moment with Sky.
I'll be thirsty. I'm thirsty. I don't care.
You thirsty?
I am thirsty.
You are? Mm-hmm. You too light skinned to be thirsty.
You are stupid. but luckily you light skinned, so you kind of say.
I can say that.
You can blend.
If I said that, sisters would be so mad about this.
Look at my face. I'm over here like, too light skinned to be thirsty.
Too light skinned to be thirsty.
Right now, I feel the heat rising in my body. You
meaning that if you
dark skinned, then you should be thirsty.
No, I didn't even say that. See,
that's what it sounds like to me, Jay. Look,
that's what it sounds like to me. I feel right now it's just hot in my face, my brown body. Hot.
No, you not. Look, you
Let
not
me just
thirsty.
calm my heart down.
See, I was talking about water. I was saying.
That's what we
And
said.
he was, and I'm always thirsty.
And she
for
always
water.
thirsty.
I'll give you this
water,
thing.
you
So you
know?
know the Rick Ross song. I forgot about being thirsty.
Oh,
so Brooklyn, I think it was 8 or 6 or whatever it came out. He said, "Daddy, why is she so thirsty?" You'll learn. Why don't they just give us some water? Dang. Anyway.
I'm always addressing thirsty issues on
Really?
social media. It just bugs me because at the end of the day, the real thirstiness, and I'm sure she's not thirsty at all, but
No.
but
No way.
women
No.
that really are
She's
thirsty.
a fighter.
Yeah.
It's just that's a confidence thing. Men love confidence. We're attracted to that.
Yep.
Man, thirsty is just not. It's not very confident.
The woe is me moment. Because men want that girl that they got my back. We ride. I'm talking about that. We ride. Whether I'm wrong or right, we ride.
Well,
Yeah.
I think all of us are like that here, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
And
strong
he's
women
right,
are
for
attractive.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
In different ways, though. Sky would use me.
Sky will fight for
Sky's
you.
in the front. I said,
You know,
let me-
Tangy ain't gonna
you're-
fight. She'll talk to you.
But I can.
You
bring
have to
it
tell
down.
Sky,
I just
look,
use
let
my
me hit the
words.
nigga first. Don't you hit him first. Let me hit the nigga first.
So, London, what kind of women you like? You like aggressive women, or you like women that's like that let you take the
Intelligent.
charge?
I like first because women say what I like. I really like a woman who just gets it because then that where her mind is going to break down all of this stuff. Usually, I find out ask a woman how's her relationship with her father, those kinds of things.
That's a good question to ask.
Yeah, because
You
I
seem
just,
like
you
you
know,
got a chart in the crib just writing down stuff.
No, you got a question here. I need you to fill this out.
Take this question in.
I don't know how to approach things halfway. Like my friends know that I cook not because I want to, but I cook because I have to. But I also plate my food, and it'd be just me. They'd be like, "Why is it all decorate?" I don't know how to do things
When's your birthday?
halfway. May 14th.
Is that Taurus?
Yeah. So my approach to things, I'm just a very passionate person. I'm saying that to say that with women, it's the same way where, with stand-up, we have to read people every night very quickly.
Yes.
So it becomes very second nature just to be like, oh, she's about this and that. That's why if a woman starts talking to me about ballers, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
don't do that.
See, my thing, if they go, you were so funny. Is Jamie here?
Is it a season?
Is it okay if I? Or they asked me to take a picture with you. I said, no, bitch. We don't. No, I ain't taking a picture.
You said that was a turnoff.
Total turnoff.
And that was a test.
Yeah, my test would be I would take them up to the house. We have parties or whatever. And if they're trying to get pictures and where's Jamie and this is his room, then you don't come around.
Yeah, my test was
'Cause I know you ain't
George
fucking with me.
Lopez. That's my test too.
Oh, really?
I took 2 around him. The first one, he was like, "Hell, fucking no! What the fuck is you doing?" The second one, he invited him to the next party. I was like, "Okay, we in." Him and DL. DL was like,
So the guy was thirsty. He was.
That is called
Oh,
thirsty
yeah.
dudes.
exactly.
Thirsty dudes for
we
17.
lucky we can do that test. You know what I mean?
Do you see guys?
I got a question though. Can I ask a question? I know this is
Shoot.
not fun, but this is my question. Okay, so do you have a girlfriend now?
No.
Do you want a girlfriend now?
No.
Okay, then there it is. Because you were saying that you can tell how they are. You can read them quickly. So if you can read them like that, then you should always pick what you want. Or maybe your reading is not quite.
But it's the thing.
You might need to give them a chance because you said they like you for who you are, and then once they get you, the thing that they love the most, they turn.
Right. So I mean, it's two.
Ballers.
It's
You
two
ain't gotta
ways.
give 'em a chance.
But you got an episode. That's
She taking a chance.
this next episode, I'm out.
Let's make a deal.
Do you know this the third season, man? You do know. You know the fourth season is a motherfucker. You
No,
know.
listen.
I get
We'll
more
be around
lines
for
than
the
everything.
No, this is what comes down. It's just like I meet really strong women. The thing about it is that they're just I meet really great women, but where they are, I'm like, just let me get on first. Let me really. Right now, this only seems on because the other guys may not be. But I'm like, just let me get right so I can do it right. So I mean, I do meet good. I meet really nice. I meet strong women who are solid and no kids, or if they have a kid, they still together. I mean,
Speedy, do you think he should get the woman and they should climb together, or do you think he should wait till he gets there and get?
Why not?
Because in your mind, you have to do it your way. I got to do it my way. Because if I go, well, I want to make. If I'm in that position, yes, I'm literally. Let me get this other money. Let me get this 4th, 5th season. Stack all that to the side. Now I could concentrate on the young lady because I could really we can really figure this out.
But isn't he gonna be afraid that she wants him because
You know
he's
you're
on
right here.
season?
You ain't gotta talk to me.
Right.
Don't you think he want somebody else? You right there.
No, but you know what?
I'm saying like season 5 money. Ain't you gonna be extra paranoid?
Not we
by
saying
then?
that season 5 money is the reason why you're not.
Right.
I understand what you're saying.
But once you get there, aren't you
I
going to be
mean,
like, well, why are you trying to talk
Yeah,
to me
hitting
now?
him in, extra hard in the DMs.
But
and
you
then
have
he
to
picks the DM chick, and then that's what she's looking for. I mean, how are you gonna meet this person at that point?
So you should have somebody.
You start now when you ain't got season 5 money. Yes, and build
And
together.
you said no, but you
Listen,
married.
the person.
Right. Thank you.
Oh,
Let me
way
tell
to
you
break it down.
His
This guy-
answers are single.
guy.
He has single answers.
Let me tell you, I got very single answers. Yeah. But let me tell you something. That woman that climbs with you and goes through the struggle with you, sometimes she end up hating your ass. For real, because you go through a lot of different issues when you're struggling and all that stuff. No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Like the woman would end up not liking you because what you're putting her through.
Call his
Because
wife.
y'all both.
That's what I was thinking. That's
No,
exactly
we good.
what I
We
was
good.
thinking.
Oh,
How
okay.
is it at home? That's exactly.
good.
She
what
watching the
I
show
was
right now
it.
going, I'm going to kill him.
I think it's better to.
I'm going to give him
find somebody
season
once you
3.
get-
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get it.
So the vote is you think we're not
The
I-
married
No,
man,
it's good.
the married man who has the woman
Says-
at home.
right says
I got a different.
And how
kind of
long have you
woman,
been married?
though. I've been married 4 years.
4 years.
I've been with her
Okay.
for 9 though.
Okay, so y'all been together for 9 years.
Mhm.
You got this woman that's got your back, that you love and you like.
See, I still ain't made it yet.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
And so she's
As soon
with
as
you.
he do, he out.
Soon as I
Right.
get
Season
four.
1.
that's what I'm saying.
Nigga, at the audition, bitch, put your mom on the phone.
The pilot.
Greatest line in cinema. Put your mom on the phone. Give your information, man, so people can follow you, and because you go live a lot, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I'm at Real London Brown, on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and I'm around, and so yeah, hit me up.
Thank you, man. You don't
Thank you so
understand,
much.
brother. When I text them that you were
I
coming,
thought it was impossible. I was like,
everybody
he lying.
clapping and cheering,
I wasn't gonna
and I
tweet.
said, in my mind, I was like, please come.
Because I was not tweeting until I saw. I said,
And-
"Is our guest here?" Oh, okay.
Okay, but look, Speedy hit me last night. He was like, "All right, post the picture of Landon and say that he's coming on a show." I just text, "Okay," and then I was like, "I'm not gonna post."
I got that same text. I was like, "I will not." Michelle
No.
will do it.
That's my friend. Speed's my friend.
So again, brother, you don't
right.
understand. Thank you so very much. I know your day is like this, and to take out time to come to our little raggedy ass studio.
no,
I
this is
appreciate
good.
that,
I'm
man.
glad I came. I mean, this was really fun. I liked it. It's
Yeah,
fun.
you can say it. Just say it loud.
Is he gonna stay for the rest of the show?
No. He got another thing to go to. Yeah. So, but thank you so very much, man. And damn, again, man. You know, if they ever audition for a little chubby guy on.
Or don't forget, Speedy's a great host.
Host.
You know, I'm a great feature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I forget we
look,
have two.
I guess we travel as a team.
Now.
Just like you hate on him. Hey, nigga, he gonna call me. I'm gonna call you.
Jay, I seen the pictures of you in London. What was that?
Right.
Thank you so very much. It's 1974, man. Call in. What's the number to call in?
Call in 747-888-3082.
Angie.
I was in
You're supposed to
1970.
roll right into that.
Okay, so
Yeah, you
no,
and your-
I don't have a set time.
she
People,
told you.
please subscribe. You see, as you watch the video, right up underneath there's SUBSCRIBE. Just
sideways.
hit that and subscribe for us. It costs you nothing but gives you the world.
1974. Here's the music from 1974. Thank you.
Another magnificent journey on this.
We back.
You don't want to turn that down, like slowly.
No, because I like just making it abrupt.
Okay. Well, I'm proud of you, Speedy.
No, because you was talking about me and Karamia for
Mhm,
the
he
first
was.
3 days for being abrupt about the music.
Yeah.
So,
See what had happened.
So
No, I was just
do as
being
I say, not as I do.
Yeah, something like that. It is the Rollout Show right here at therolloutstudios.com. It is 1974.
Yep.
I was doing it on my bike. I had an apple crate. It's your boy Speedy in the building. We got
Nikki Pam.
Tangi Ambrose, heaven high.
Mr. J. Alexander.
Speedy, can I just say this before we keep going?
what?
I'm proud of you.
Oh, what
Because
is
you
it?
have another celebrity friend besides Jay.
Oh, yeah.
I was really surprised.
I have a
I
lot
like
of friends,
that.
Pam. Just don't bring you around them.
Oh, okay.
I feel like you're trying
Because
to
you
play you.
thirsty because you dark.
Everybody, that is called
That's what
hate.
Jason.
Thirsty
I
because
was like,
dog.
That is called hate, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Jay,
to me,
is
Jay.
is your wife white, light skin, brown?
My wife is very dark.
Okay.
Now
She thirsty,
in your
that's
face.
And I got the juice. You
And,
understand?
by the way, I'm
Oh.
saying that you got to rewind the show so you understand because I don't feel like that.
So it's 1974. We picked that. And if you want to pick on our Throwback Thursdays, if there's a year that you want to pick and we'll just blow that whole year up, do it. Let us know in the on our page.
Yeah, put it on our page, or you guys
Yeah,
can put it
and
in.
then,
I'll
you
see
know,
the.
I just happened to
anywhere
pick that
YouTube.
one.
I don't care.
I think 67 is a good year since I turned 50 this year, and it'll be like my 50th year. Can we do
And then
What is
in
that,
74, you were how old?
7?
Oh, wow.
I already did it 6, 7, 6, 8, 6, 9.
Do you
10,
remember
11,
being
12,
7?
13, 14. No.
No. I remember 9. As far as I think 9, and then
Really?
maybe I was touched doing.
I was gonna say that. Oh my God, you know that was coming out my mouth.
That's probably why I blocked it out because I do
Anything
not
before
remember. Yeah, anything before 9, I couldn't tell you what. Well, 8, I won my first. I had my first baseball trophy, and I have a picture of that. So I remember that day because my dad made me share the trophy with my brother. I'm like, he didn't play.
Right.
His hand on my trophy.
It is
and
kinda
you literally saw
weird.
it in my face, like.
Because we all like when you come into our studio, you come in. There's like all our baby pictures. Speedy's the only one that has a 12-year-old picture, like, right? How old are you?
That is his baby picture.
Well,
I'm like, it's
here-
weird. We
here's
all
the
had
irony
baby
of
pictures,
that.
but you didn't.
Is that I'm way older than pretty much everybody here. So I felt like if I put my 12th grade picture, it'd look like, oh, he the dad. So them all his cheering.
Hey, Speedy, you got to tell me, do you got the wicker chair picture?
Nah,
You ain't got it?
I got the wicker chair.
I
You
do
got the wicker
too.
chair?
Actually, I
I
had
got
it
the
too.
wicker chair picture.
I never took
Was
the
it
wicker
Sadie Hawkins too? Didn't we have the wicker chair?
Yeah.
Was Sadie Hawkins?
Yeah.
And then you were in, you don't want to do that.
No, I don't know. I couldn't even be in
And
the
he wasn't even.
Oh, he wouldn't
thought
even
of
thought of it. But I do remember. Seemed like when I was that age, we lived near this lady, and I used to just be fascinated by her because she always wore really fancy clothes, and her nails were done, and she had the hair, and she had the fur on the ground,
Was she
and
a
the
gypsy?
off-white furniture. I didn't know it then, but
Okay.
she was a high-class call girl,
Oh.
and she had a parrot.
Okay.
And I just thought, wow, when I grow up, I'm going to have white furniture and a parrot. Yeah, but she lived in an apartment. But when you walked, not saying apartment is bad, but it was a little spot. But when you walked in, it was fabulous.
Oh, okay. She made it happen.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
So 1974, back then, we have the outfits. You got those
Yeah, I
outfits?
got a couple outfits.
Cool. Let's do some
Because
outfits.
it was all 3-piece suits, bell bottoms, plaid,
Plaid,
a
yeah.
lot of plaid.
What's the sideburns? What are they called?
Pork
Oh,
chop. Yeah,
pork
that's
chop
pork chop.
I love
sideburns.
those
I love
sideburns.
those.
Oh,
My dad
So-
had those.
love them.
I'm tell you about my uncle Vacadee. Don't ask me how to spell it.
What's
That's
his name?
Vacadee.
Vacadee.
I love
That
Uncle
was his
Vacadee.
name.
Vacadee.
And Uncle Vacadee came and he had a Roadrunner and it was the car, the Plymouth. And when he showed up, me and my brother was like, "Oh, this car!" And he had a turtleneck. I mean, a full turtleneck
Yes.
with a
They
medallion.
did.
What
What
you know
was
about
that?
a medallion?
I do know.
He had, but it was
Like
like
that.
this, but it had a turtleneck, and he had the medallion, and I was like, "God, he the coolest dude in the world."
Yes.
And I was just, I'm gonna be him.
8-track tape.
He had the 8-track in. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Turtlenecks just look hot. It just look like it just
And not
trapped
that,
heat in.
not that shit these
Yeah.
days was kind of a little turned down. I'm talking about the full where you flip,
Yeah.
flip one more time.
Yes.
You pull it in the air, come out like
Yeah. And that was back in the day. This outfit here, that you was doing something big.
you was a pimp.
And you could see the way men were built back then too. We could see your
And most everybody was
curves,
thin.
Because
butt,
those
your legs.
gabardine pants
Oh,
would hug the butt. And then it was
yes.
like
a
at the
man ain't
knee.
supposed to have curves.
Yeah, we straight up and down.
Y'all, no, men is not straight. Y'all don't have curves y'all don't curve like us, but y'all
I only got one
curves.
curve.
And you remember a long time ago, Pam, a lot of guys used to be bow leg. They not bow leg no more.
You
Yeah, what was
absolutely
that?
because
What
they didn't
happened?
have strollers. Anyway,
They had
Is that what it
strollers.
was?
yeah, because when you back then, everybody had no fucking stroller. You had to learn how to walk right then. They go on, let it walk, and then you next thing you know, your legs is bowed out.
Is that what it
Bow-legged.
was?
And every girl thought that was the cutest shit in the world.
Thought it
Ooh,
was
he
sexy.
bow-legged.
He bow-legged. Look at him.
Yeah,
walk.
we did.
Bowleg is a birth defect.
It really is.
But it's not having a stroller. You don't have. There wasn't no walker. They had no fucking walker when I was
Wow.
little. Nigga, my daddy held my arms. Walk.
You needed therapy if you
That
was
just
bowleg.
goes to show that there's beauty in everything.
But you thought bow-legged was.
I thought
back
bow-legs
then,
was
nowadays,
sexy.
you looking at them like, you
No,
know.
nowadays when I see, I be like, "Hey, you bow-leg, I love it. Hey,
Let me hug you.
yeah." I be like, "You bow-leg."
Now, some of the hottest TV shows that was going down in '74.
Because I did watch TV in '74. Go ahead, Speedy,
So
I'm
the
ready.
Number one show in '74 was All in the Family.
Yes, all in the
Oh,
family.
that was one of the best shows on the
Yeah,
planet.
and even though now would he be considered?
Carol
Archie
O'Connor.
was a race. The character was racist.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
but then back then we didn't have to be politically correct and shit. So we
And the
just laugh.
society was
Nowadays,
different,
they
so we were
fly.
more accustomed
They
to
accepted it more. Yeah.
Yeah.
what he was saying.
And he literally he didn't like nobody. He didn't like. If you wasn't pretty much, and you never got that because the comedy still came out of it.
Right.
And I watched it just like everybody did. You couldn't wait for the song. And the way the river.
Oh yeah, that
Remember
song
the
was a trip.
On
Yeah.
the make a hit parade. Guys like us, we had it made. Okay, newbie. Look at Scott.
I know
don't
that song.
What the fuck?
Oh,
y'all talking
does
about?
anybody remember a show when it used to start off before the song? It would say "Hello, hello," and then the theme song would start.
There might have been voices you were hearing.
Let's do it all. Let's do it all together, y'all. It's your story.
Yeah, we're looking at you like,
Help
nah.
you with your fucking story.
Somebody help me.
You remember what? No, no, we don't.
Go ahead, All in the Family.
All in the Family, which a lot of shows came from All in the Family.
A lot
of shows. Now, the number 2 show that year in 1974 was Sanford and Son.
Oh, and I love that show. Too.
But you had a black. Well, I don't know if you could be racist if you're black, but black racist, then you had a white one too. You know what I mean?
But Fred's.
He was.
He
'cause
would
he
say
hated Mexicans.
yeah,
remember?
and he did like
Oh,
he
yeah.
said,
Yeah,
and then he would mention, he said, what's that? Old white woman. Ooh, I don't like old white woman.
Yeah.
But when I tell you, the writing was fantastic, and
Yeah.
if you look at some of the writing on Sanford and Son, Richard Pryor wrote,
Wow.
Paul Mooney.
Wow.
Matter of fact, Richard and Paul wrote the one when he went to court, and he went to court, and Fred goes, "Wow, there's enough niggas in here to start a Tarzan movie." And he said the word nigga on TV. On I think CBS, NBC. And
Yeah, they didn't bleep then?
No,
right?
But they
no,
weren't
no.
really
Not
bad
the word
words
nigga.
then,
No.
because it was more normal.
But it's weird now because I watch it now, and his son talked to him really fucked up. And when you see it now and you hear it now, I kind of cringe a little bit because I couldn't see myself talking to my
Lamont?
dad. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he
But
did.
you didn't really notice that when the show was on because again, you're like, oh, it's a
They
funny
kinda-
show.
Were there
They
two
kinda
sons?
was-
Were there two sons?
No, just him.
But they kind of like were partners in a sense.
Well, they were supposed to be. Remember, but he always said, "You got to do this." He would treat his dad like he was the dad, and the dad was the son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he
much.
did kind of act like a little.
Dad did all the
Yeah.
crazy stuff.
And another funny scene that or episode that Paul Mooney wrote is when they had the coffin, and so Fred said, "I'm not sleeping now," because Lamont wanted to sell coffins, so he bought the coffin in the house. And Fred, I'm going outside. I'm not sleeping out in no coffin. So he goes outside. He said, "Dad, you sleep?" He said, "No, I'm checking for cracks in my eyelids." He had his eyes closed. But if you get a chance, you can watch it on demand, and I think it's on TV One.
Right.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if with All in the Family and with Sanford and Son, like they were racist in this
In a sense.
country, but they were really people like
Everyday people.
like they didn't seem mean.
No.
And that was the difference.
Yeah, and
even
then the funny came out too as
and
well.
the funny came out. So it was like if we met Carol O'Connor's character today, well not today, but it seemed like he was just who he was. He wasn't a mean person. This is just what he knew,
That's just who he
and
is,
that's
yeah.
why the world loved it so much.
Oh yeah. Jim Keen said that he did say honkies all the time.
Oh yeah, he said hunky all the time.
Yeah, he
Oh, yeah.
did.
That was his
Right?
get down.
I
That was
forgot
it.
about that.
And I thought another thing that they played on when they had the white and the black cop and then the black cop would have to explain
Oh,
to the white
white cop. Yeah.
all
When he
that
was
stuff.
there.
That was
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
That was a great-
Nola said nobody wore chest pockets on their jacket like Lamont. That's true.
That's so true.
That's
Chest
so
pockets.
true.
No, and he always had a jacket where he could put his hands right here.
Yep,
right
and
in
he
the
always
front.
had, probably because he didn't know what to do with them, and they probably,
Well, back then they had these pants called Angel Flights. And it had a little pocket at the top for your keys and a dollar. But they didn't have pockets in the front, and the seam was down the middle.
And you know why they were
And they were super tight.
called angel flights? Because they were so tight that you had to pray to get them off. So,
very good.
Yeah.
Did you write
That was good.
Little insights from Shane. The third show, number 3 show that year was Chico and the Man.
Chico and the Man, I remember that too.
They had a
I
great
remember
theme
that show.
song too.
Fantastic.
And you know what? George Lopez told me that song, that series made him want to become a comedian also.
Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze Jr. Yep.
Very talented comic. Killed himself from depression, if I'm not mistaken. That was his thing. And I think it only had been on 2 or 3 years. And and the stardom started to blow up, and he was on fire. And it was and it was pretty much just another take on Sam, because they were junk dealers.
Right.
Yep.
Chico and the Man, the man was the white dude, and they owned a junkyard, and they pretty much did the same thing, and they were able to take that same concept, just make it Latino, and the character was Puerto Rican. Or was it Puerto Rican or Mexican? I think it was Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I think they
Freddie
were
Prinze
Puerto Rican.
Rican.
So it's the same as the San Francisco?
Pretty much.
And his
Oh, okay.
son is Freddie Prinze.
Yeah. And had a nice little acting career.
Yeah.
Number 4 show that year is The Jeffersons.
Oh, the Jeffersons.
well,
We had the top 3. Jeffersons, man. Fun. Now, was he racist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think, didn't he say honkies too all the
Yeah.
time?
But didn't they have an episode with the guy from All in the Family? And
Well, that's their show is a spinoff.
Spinoff, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because the wife was I don't want to call her a maid, but she lived next door to them, or she worked for them, if I'm not mistaken. And then the lead character Sherman Hemsley, when his character came on, he was so funny. They were like, well, we need to give this guy a show. And then the Jeffersons, the whole thing was they moving up, so they moved away from where they were to the big rise apart. But funniest shit in the world.
Yep.
And remember when they changed the sons?
That's the son. Yes, they changed the son.
So
They changed the son?
they changed the son and didn't tell nobody.
Didn't say nothing.
So they had this one dude. So I don't know how long it was on, but whatever it was, dude do like 5 seasons. And then they come back and it's another son, and we like, he dark skinned, and they don't say a word.
No.
They just
so
keep
he was
going.
the first Aunt Viv.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious. Show number MASH, which I loved.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I didn't like MASH. I liked the theme
MASH.
song, but I did not
MASH.
like it. I
Oh,
don't know
my
why.
God.
Let me tell y'all my experience with MASH. That's when I knew it was time to go to bed.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, when MASH came on,
Oh,
it was
right.
time to go to sleep, or I was gonna get my ass whooped.
Yeah, MASH. I like the sarcasm. I like the comedy. The jokes come right up, and they were quick. Oh my God, they were so quick with the jokes, and the writing was just.
And they were all real vets.
Well, no. It actually came from the movie MASH, and
No,
they decided
The people who wrote it, though.
probably
were-
so.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. But
Yeah.
there was then Rhoda.
Rhoda, yes.
Rhoda was a good show.
Rhoda.
And this one, I think will live forever, even though I still watch it to this day. Good Times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good Times.
Even though it's depressing.
Y'all don't understand, man.
It was.
James was my dad. That's my
Yeah.
dad. Exactly to the T. Everything about James, that was my dad. And so we would watch the show, but we never saw that they never was ever gonna get out the ghetto. Like it wasn't in the cards. You never getting out the ghetto.
Everything
Care
was
what
bad.
season we get to,
Right.
what part of the show. Because
Right.
in every sitcom you'll have a dilemma, and then hopefully you figure it out. Oh, it worked out. No,
They never figure out how to get money.
no, because nigga, I'm watching one show because I watch it now. And they say, yeah, well, James got a good job. How much you gonna making? I'm making $2.50. And everybody was clapping and cheering. I was like,
What?
and they said, we're gonna get out together on $2.50. Well, you get out together. And then he was waiting for the promotion.
Yeah.
And I always said, when the phone ring at the Evans house, don't answer because it's always bad news. Hold on, James.
Always.
Hey, y'all quiet down, because you got the job. Hello? Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'll tell them. And they party and shit. James, oh, look, Florida. James, you didn't get the job. What the fuck?
Somebody, retired player.
That's what I was going to say. I remember that show I was. Yes.
Lenny from Good Times was the shit. You guys remember Lenny on Good Times? I do.
Lenny, it got plenty.
Yes.
With Lenny.
Yes.
But I was going to talk about the other one he said. He said Green Acres. Y'all remember that? Green Acres is the place
I did love that show.
Who did that?
Farm living it. The same guy she's talking about.
He
Retired player 562.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Thank you,
All right,
retired
Good Times,
player
yeah.
562.
And again, if you watch it now, it is depressing. It's very depressing.
Yeah.
I think one of the we were talking the other day. One of the things everybody remember about Good Times when Penny got burnt.
Yeah, we talked about that on the show. Yeah.
Chip Fields, who played that character, and she told me, she was my acting coach. She told me, she said, people still come up to me and go, "Why you burn Penny?" And that's all we remember. That they burned Penny. And we were just we were in tears, man, when that happened.
You know, people don't let you down from them roles, man.
No, they not when it's that to them. It's that believable because we believe who you are as a role.
Don't be in on Tyler Perry movie as no
wife beater.
Wife beater.
Now here's a show I never watched.
Which one?
The Waltons.
I watched
it
The
was a
Waltons
little
too.
Every once in a
maybe
while.
once in a while, but it was like.
So was it the same
crazy
thing? Did they
about
go through hard times and the shit didn't work
They
out?
just had mishaps.
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah.
And then it all
Did they have
came together at the end.
Yeah,
perfectly.
the kids would have problems. Somebody lose a horse.
Not a job. Lose a horse. Oh, the horse.
White people problems.
Right.
Maud.
Oh,
Great
Maude.
show.
Yeah,
Great show.
B. Arthur.
Who went on to be on Golden
And
Girls.
she was on All in the Family. That's where she originated.
She really was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Really?
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And it came All in the Family. Trust me, from that one show, you got it kept going.
Really?
One of my shows that my dad used to watch every Sunday, which is Hawaii 5-0, because it came
I
on.
I like the music.
Hawaii
A lot of these
It
shows I like.
came on after FBI,
Oh.
and we used to call the dude. His name was Erskine. So he was one shot Erskine. He would shoot one time and he'd hit his target.
His target.
That motherfucker be behind the pole and ping, dude's behind the building.
Right.
Erskine behind the pole, he's behind the bit and get him.
They used to call me that in high school.
All right, we just gonna keep it going.
Should have had a VA.
Get a call back. Mary Tyler Moore Show, which just
Mary
got
Tyler
every
Moore.
nomination it could ever get.
That Oprah said that she wanted to be growing up. That's how she, became a newscaster initially watching that show.
And then from that show, you got you really have to back up from Mary Tyler Moore and go to the show she was on before that.
Which was she was
I
on,
can't remember
with the guy
Dick
Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke.
Yes. Dick
Van Dyke,
Then you go
yes.
Mary Tyler Moore. Then you have to go. What's the other guy? Ted. He got a show.
Yes, Ted.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Ted and
Yeah.
Okay,
We got a phone call. Go ahead.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
What's up, you guys? It's D-Cause.
What it do, D-Cause?
What's happening?
What's cracking other than the crack of y'all asses?
Not happening. 1974 is what's cracking, man.
Okay, speaking of 1974, Speedy, you might appreciate this. Now, Nikki Pam,
Yes, baby.
I know your boy George Lopez said that on one of his comedy specials that he was one of the first Latinos to have his Latino show.
Oh, did
Y'all forget about AKA Pablo. You remember that?
AKA Pablo.
AKA
Pablo.
What was that?
AKA Pablo with what's the name? Rodriguez. What's his first name?
Paul Rodriguez?
Comedian.
AKA
Paul Rodriguez.
Pablo.
AKA Pablo.
Oh, it is a TV series. Look at you. You ain't even
Called
make that up.
AKA Pablo.
Really?
Yeah,
American
he was the
sitcom.
first in I don't know if it was the early '80s or
Well, Paul
70s.
Rodriguez did say. I mean, you would have to go Freddie Prinze first, then Paul Rodriguez. But I think George was able to eclipse him as far as notoriety because George just was truly ground up. Like he started on the radio show here in LA and doing stand up and so I think that's
George
why
has
they
had
do it
about
like
But
that.
look at
4
this,
shows.
AKA Pablo. Look, well, Speedy, you can't see. You don't have your glasses on. But it has Maude and all the people that we're talking about on here.
And that was a TV show?
Yeah, AKA
It's a
Pablo.
real
You are
cast
so
with
right.
a whole bunch of people.
What year is that?
Does it say? It doesn't say. It's on the tongue twister. I have no idea.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow. Oh, they look, look real Latino too. They got the drip in the front. Oh wow! And it's like, look at all the Mexicans. That don't make. That's like a picture they're gonna put on the border wall. Don't let none of these motherfuckers.
The show was called Struggling.
Damn.
I just want to give y'all a little tidbit of history, man.
Now we do have a question today. You here on the phone? Might as well ask you. So, what is it you thought you was gonna be in life, as opposed to what you're actually doing now?
Shit, successful.
Sense.
No. Shit. A musician, a music producer. I'm doing it, but I dabble in comedy. But comedy is so diluted now, man. I mean, you can't be yourself anymore, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it just makes it frustrates you. You know what I mean? Because you got true comics out there, and their audience knows who they are and what they do.
Yeah.
So why do you have to go on an apology tour to be who you are? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. You mean after you say something that isn't politically correct? Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's
and
because
it's
people
frustrating
are just
for a true comic.
Yeah. Well, the term comedian is being stretched now. It's not just stand-up comedy. It's just they call people who do videos on Instagram comedians now.
Yeah.
I agree.
Which they're not.
But when you you got true comics out there and they have an audience. So when you have like a Tracy Morgan, if you guys watch like early Tracy Morgan, that dude is straight raw.
Yeah.
Why does he have to go on an apology tour to keep his job at 30 Rock?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because he making white money.
Yeah.
When you was making black money, they're not paying attention to you. Now white folks is paying you big time money. You can't be that raw comic you want to be from back in the day.
And he drive a Bugatti. So,
and you got all the new shit.
So that's what happened to Andrew Dice Clay, because he was one of the rawest.
Yeah,
but when you talked yesterday about Madison Square Garden, he sold it out twice.
I think what happened to him was, my opinion,
Dick Clark.
Yeah.
He went on the show.
Yeah, it was a long story. Thank you for the call, man. Appreciate it. That was a good find. AKA Pop. God,
Pablo.
Damn, I forgot. Look at all the Mexicans.
Peace out, y'all.
No, thank you for the call. Great. We're gonna round it out. The last one is, which was one of my favorite shows, The Rockford Files.
Oh, that was a great show.
I watched that to this day because sometimes he get beat up, sometimes he don't.
Right.
And whatever the case he's on, they were always different. He lived in the trailer with his dad. And he took cases and ones he shouldn't have took, and I just thought it was great writing. And he just passed away, not just, a few years ago. And if you really like me, and I love TV, you can go back and watch when he used to do westerns. So he,
oh wow,
he did a lot of westerns back in.
Remember when westerns was hot?
Yeah, they have the Western Channel.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. That's
I show my age when I watch it. My kids come in. You watching black and white? Shut up.
They just didn't know they had a Western channel.
Who was the big action star back then, like in the 70s?
For TV,
was it Charles Bronson?
No, he would have been movies.
Oh, movies. Okay.
Speaking of, nice segue. What were the top movies in 74?
Well, wait a minute. They just said the Bob Newhart show. I used to watch
Bob
that show. I used to
my!
love the Bob Newhart
that song
show.
though.
The writing on the
Bob
See,
Newhart
I always,
excellent.
as a comic,
Thank you,
I
Precious.
go back to the writing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Bob Newhart, the callbacks.
And you know another one, because thinking about what did I think I was going to be doing, this is one person I thought I'm going to do that. Carol Burnett.
Oh, her show, that was a Sunday show. So Sunday's lineup, Carol Burnett, Hawaii Five-0, FBI, and I forgot that was that Sunday lineup.
Yeah.
Now, what do you have for our movies?
Here we go for the movie.
Well, the highest grossing films. The first one we have, 1974. Do y'all remember? Earthquake.
Okay.
Yeah, but I ain't. It wasn't.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah. Okay.
I don't like disaster movies. Never have.
Okay.
Because I don't get it. Like, it's shaking. But, they was able to do it and make it really look like an earthquake.
Shaking.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, scary.
Like that movie Birds. I remember how I was so
remember
scared
that?
to look at birds.
But
And now when I watch it,
now.
I see birds moving and moving the birds around.
So
scared of pigeons and everything.
It was in the movies, but when I saw it was on TV. So me and my mom, we watching the movie. And the birds, and I was so scared.
I was too.
I ran to my room. So my brother, so it was three of us, but we only had two beds. So my younger brother, had to alternate sleeping with me, and it was always a fight. He ain't sleeping with me. Go sleep with me. So it was always argument. That night, no, you over here, homie. and we didn't have a closet door, so it was like curtains, but you could still see. And I kept looking, and it looked like the birds was in the closet.
Yes.
And I snatched all the clothes down.
I think being scared back in the day was like a little bit more real because these people were probably real people. Like the boogeyman was a real person.
To me.
The boogeyman was a crackhead. To me.
Your uncle.
In the chat room, you guys, they're coming up with some really good ones. I don't know that it was 74, but we're not talking about Welcome Back, Carter. Yeah. Excellent.
The Hillbillies, yes.
That's
y'all not talking about the top movie, though. The Godfather.
The Exorcist. Okay, here. We got.
Go ahead.
Okay, okay. The number 2, The Godfather 2.
Yeah, it is.
You remember that? The Godfather 2? So
I love all the Godfathers because he wanted. Let me make sure I get this right. So Al Pacino was in the movie, but they wanted. God, I can't remember his fucking name.
I know
your story.
You couldn't wait to do that shit. Anyway, Godfather definitely off the chain. If you're a youngster and don't know what the hell we're talking about, you have to watch number 1 all the way through. And sometime on HBO they'll have it. It's 6 hours.
Good gracious alive.
This is going so fast, but they're bringing up some great. Keep going, but I want to just throw this one in. Fantasy Island.
Fantasy Island.
Get plain.
They just going down the thing so fast, so I'm trying to catch you guys.
And
he became.
I love that.
He became Remoto
Cantoban.
No, Ricardo Montalban.
So he was known for selling the Monte Carlo with Corinthian leather seats. My boy's mom bought one, and I got in the car and went, are these the Corinthian leather seats?
We have a call, though. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Hi.
What's that name?
Hi, this is Kim from Long Beach.
Hey, Kim from Long Beach.
Welcome to 1974.
LBC.
Trying to go back with us?
I was 1, but okay.
Okay.
What about the show Baby I'm Back?
Oh yeah, I remember the song.
What show?
I don't know what it is.
What
means.
show?
Song. Baby, I'm back.
Baby, I'm back.
Yes, was that wasn't Nell Carter, was it?
No, that was Damon Wilson from Sanford and
After his spinoff show.
That's
That was his spinoff show from
and then what was her name?
Denise Nicholas.
Denise Nicholas.
She was huge.
Kim Fields.
Had a crush on her.
Kim Fields. Yes.
Yes.
Baby, I'm back.
Man, you really reached right there,
Go
boy.
head on, girl.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Yes.
Thank you
really
for that call. Now we're asking people, what was the thing you thought you were going to do as opposed to what you're actually doing now?
Yeah.
So I thought I was going to I wanted to own a hair salon. So my mother was good. You guys are from LA, Speedy, Pam. I know you guys know a lot about LA. Do you remember the hair salon Simply Raw?
Yes. That's where I got my first geometric cut. I was pissed.
I can see it.
I was pissed too, but go ahead.
So my mother
Yes.
was good friends with the owner, and I was just fascinated. Like, I want to be like that. I want to own a hair salon, run a business like that. So she really inspired me. I thought I was going to own a hair salon and be all up in the hair business. So instead, I went into more corporate America. Went to college, and I'm in corporate America now.
Wow.
So
But can you do hair, though? You could do hair if you had to.
I can't do hair. I didn't know nothing about doing. I can do my daughter's hair, but that's about the extent of it. I'm not about to,
She's like, I can do hair, I can fight, everything.
Well, thank you for the phone call. Thank you
great.
for hitting us with the 1974. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a real good one. You guys, if you have more, call in.
And they're naming like Three's Company, Happy Days, I Dream
Stuff
of
with-
Jeannie, Laverne and
I Dream of
Shirley.
Jeannie. Can I just tell you?
Oh my God, I love those shows. Yes.
I really thought I was Jeannie. I don't know why.
No way.
I'd go and walk around blinking and shit.
That
That was
No,
Bewitched.
that was Bewitched.
Bewitched.
Now,
Everybody
my
tried to
mother,
move their nose.
we couldn't watch Bewitched because we went to church.
Uh-huh.
And she don't put that devil shit on my TV.
Oh wow!
You know, it's not that many people in the world that can move their nose or their
Really?
ears. Yes.
Yeah, my Maya can move her ears.
Oh, she can.
Really?
Oh
I
wow.
can't. I'm sitting there going, you can do it?
You can do it, too?
Don't do it. You're too grown.
Oh, they're moving.
Oh, you can
Oh,
move
wow.
his ears.
Moving.
So your kids got that?
They did.
Apparently. That gene.
What else we have?
Okay, here we go. The Longest Yard.
I remember that was a good
I remember
movie.
that,
Very
yeah.
good movie.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Burt
yes.
Reynolds, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The remake, terrible.
Yeah.
Was you like the remake?
No.
Man, Nelly was cold in that
No.
movie. Nelly was cold. Hey.
There lies the problem.
right there.
Nigga, The Longest Yard. We in the movie theater going, oh, this is fucking off the chain. Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds was everything.
Yeah, Burt had all the bitches.
Yep, pretty much.
The Towering Inferno.
Another disaster movie. Yeah.
Really?
Keep going.
Better known as 9/11. Anyway,
people were so
wow, really, Speedy?
Too soon?
What about this one? What about this one? The Life and Times of Grizzly Adams.
I do remember that.
Not.
Yeah, I remember that. Yes.
The white dude with the beard.
Yes, with the big old beard. Back when Kenny Rogers
that was a movie?
handsome.
Yeah, it
The
was.
Life and
It
Times.
was.
I shouldn't say was handsome. I'm sorry. It was before they had the surgery.
The
on
surgery.
his
He
eyes.
looks a mess
I don't
now,
mean to
but
say
anyway.
that. I don't want to.
That's
say
why he
he's
looks
handsome.
different.
Yeah.
What do you mean he had surgery on his eyes?
He, the thing, he was special because he
Crawl
had
feet.
the little, and he got rid of them. So now he looks kind of like.
Yeah, he looks so plastic. It's
Yeah,
scary.
he doesn't even
That's
like
what it is. I couldn't figure out why. I was like, why
Yeah.
he don't look like
Yeah,
it?
and I
Yeah.
don't think they can put it back. Maybe that's he gets
No more skin left.
Go ahead.
Okay, here's a show, a movie
Movie.
that I love. Benji.
Nigga,
About
I
the
love
dog.
Benji. I love Benji.
You
I
can't
don't
say
know
Benji
why.
and nigga
but-
at the same time.
Yeah. Hey, Benji, nigga.
Nigga, I love Benji, nigga.
Yeah, you can't be hard saying I like. Hey, nigga, what's your favorite movie? Nigga, Benji.
Benji, nigga.
I'm
I
sorry.
was watching today.
No
Benji.
way.
Yes.
Okay, you ready? You ready? Airport 1975.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was the first
planes
one, right?
crashing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
people were so
okay.
like caught up in the world just being,
This
disastrous.
destruction.
Okay, what about we said Blazing Saddles.
Uh-huh.
Which was great.
Yes.
Who you bet you don't know who's supposed to play Cleavon Little's character?
Who?
And they turned it down.
Who?
Richard Pryor.
Oh, really?
Really?
Richard turned it down.
Wow.
Oh, he would have been good. He was
Yeah.
good in everything.
Well, I won't say
Yeah,
he
he
turned it
was
down,
great.
but he Richard was supposed to play that character.
Okay, what about Young Frankenstein?
One man,
Uh-oh.
you
Wait a
don't
minute.
understand.
Oh, really?
I lost my wallet laughing so hard at the theater when dude said, walk this way. And he was walking like this, and my man said, all right, next time. I said, oh my God. They wrote the shit out of Young. You ever watch it?
Fun fact: Walk This Way. What you just said.
Mm.
That's the inspiration
Walk
for
this way.
Aerosmith. Was it Aerosmith?
Talk
Yes.
this
Aerosmith.
way.
That was the inspiration for. They said they were watching the movie and they saw that part. They liked it a lot and they turned it into a song.
Are you
Wow.
Bam, in your
Great
face.
fact.
Wow.
In
Yeah.
your face. You be thinking the rollout show ain't shit. This motherfucker, we shit.
See?
We
Okay,
got fun
okay,
facts.
okay. What about this one? Earthquake.
Again, disaster movie.
Yeah,
That
no,
was,
it was
74 was disaster.
Yeah.
movie.
Well, this one wasn't.
Is there a black
The Great Gatsby. Yeah, I got a black one, but I'm saving it for last.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Didn't
Okay.
watch it.
She gonna
The
call out
Great
one movie.
Gatsby. The Great Gatsby.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Okay, now y'all ready for the black one?
Yeah, because
One of my favorites.
I saw it in the chat
I know
room.
they going crazy.
Yeah, they are.
Foxy Brown.
Of course.
All right
Come on
now.
now. I even
Foxy
like the
Brown.
remake of it though. too.
Pam Grier for every young man.
I wanted to
as
be
we
her.
were growing up.
Yeah.
You wanted a Pam Grier. We didn't know that that was his girl, but we was
Right.
like, God. And then it was.
And every black girl, we only had 2 or 3 people to look up to, which was
I
Pam
wanted
Grier.
to look like Thelma.
Well, you did.
Thelma
You got the
Thelma
body
was
of
our
Thelma,
TV
too.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Pam Grier was mostly every dude's
What's the one with
movie girlfriend. Thelma, even to this day, you
Thelma
see
still
if fellas
looks
see Thelma, be
beautiful,
like,
yeah.
I had a mad crush on you.
Yeah.
One.
Man, I couldn't help
And
myself.
she's still pretty. She
Oh yeah,
looks
she's
good.
absolutely. We're gonna try to get her.
You gonna try to get her?
Yeah,
on
she
the
was- she was
show.
on-
I'm just
Civil
messing.
War.
It's just
Yeah, what you got?
So yeah, I want to know how much y'all think that houses cost back then?
1974.
Oh, shoot.
Who knows?
74.
Nice
I
house.
feel like my parents bought our house for like 30,000, 40,000 back in the day.
So the average household, an average house costs $35,000.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Where?
I think I won in Harvard City.
what
I mean, they
location?
were just saying average across America. Just,
Okay.
35,000. Cars on the average was $3,700.
That was
Go
gang of
back
money.
then.
The average salary was $13,900.
That was the difference. That was the difference.
13,000 a year.
$13,000
A
a year.
year?
Yep.
Yikes.
Well, think
The
about it.
average
If your
salary.
house is 30,000,
You can do it.
and then
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then you making 13,000, you got it going on.
Some of us still got relatives that still live in their house.
In
They
their
bought back.
same
I do.
house.
My ancestors
Yep.
and them live there.
How much was the average rent, you guys think?
Probably 50.
$185 a month.
Get the fuck out of here.
God.
Man, somebody going, nigga, I ain't got my rent. God.
For what?
What you need?
That's my cable bill.
Look, ask me what I need.
What you need?
$4.
I got a girlfriend in Atlanta who called me. You know, she was all worried because, she was late on her mortgage and she was just didn't know what. This was last year, And I said, how much is it? It was $500.
Wow.
That ain't
She was in turmoil.
nothing.
I
She
have a
was
friend in
like,
Atlanta that got a 6-bedroom, 6-bath, $2,500 a month.
Really?
On
Yeah.
and acres.
That's
Now-
why my friends back home want to come visit me. I be like, nah, you.
Nah.
Because they going to come expecting,
Shit, right.
But, it's the price difference.
Look, where's your bathroom? Just turn around.
Right,
I ain't got no hallway, man.
Just start pissing wherever you feel.
Now, also, too, the number one of the top cars was the Pinto.
Pinto.
Oh, learned how to drive in a Pinto.
Oh,
My
the
daddy
orange
had
one.
He had a Pinto thing.
Guess how much gas was back then?
How much?
55 cents a gallon.
And then it was regular gas too, right? Remember,
Yeah,
we had
everything
regular or
was
unleaded.
regular.
No,
Yeah.
We had unleaded too at one
Yes,
point, but
but
it was just regular.
That was when they had a lot of the gas stations where you can pump the gas first.
Yeah.
And then go pay.
And then go pay.
My uncle used to steal
Yep.
so much gas. He got in the car one day like, man, just drive. Come on, let's go, y'all. Let's go.
And do you remember you could go and somebody would pump the gas
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah, they
And
come to your
I remember around this time, I would ask my mother for $1, and I would go to McDonald's and I would get me a hamburger, large of the fries, and a vanilla shake.
I would get a fillet of
$1.
fish. I was so broke. We would meet and go ask people like, "Can I borrow a quarter on the way home?" While we had to pass at McDonald's, and I would get, I think 75 cents. I would get a fillet of fish, fries, and a drink
For 75 cents?
75 cents.
Wow.
$1 hamburger,
straight.
large of the fries, and a vanilla
As a
shake.
kid, $1, boy, you get $1 because I could get a Chico stick. I can get some now laters. And I did say it just the way I said.
Now laters.
We got Chico sticks in the
Even though it's
studio,
pronounced
actually.
now then later. Get the now laters.
Now
Then I get
laters.
a bag of Cheetos because they were the big bag. Not
Yeah.
no air in it. It
Yeah,
was
it was
filled.
full.
Oh,
Filled to
absolutely.
the
Yeah,
top.
we didn't
That
do
was
that
25
here.
cents.
They don't do that now. The bag be like this. You get that much.
That was 25 cents. The Chico stick was $5. A bag of sunflower seeds, but we called them
Policies.
They were
Policies,
5
yes.
cents.
You
So-
still
Gum
buy
was a
policies.
penny. You could put a penny in a gumball
In the gum machine.
And I
They said those
still
are full
have
of
50
bacteria.
cents. What
Wow.
the fuck?
The gumball machines now, they, how
Really?
nowadays everything, they say they're full of
You,
bacteria.
you could buy condoms out of a gumball machine.
Now that I
Back,
think
yeah.
about it, it was.
It was kind of unsanitary if you think about it, coming down and from the.
I
Yeah,
know.
then they got to
They didn't go in and clean them or nothing.
And everybody put their fingers in there.
Yeah.
Look at. I can't look. I can't get it, mama.
Right.
Right.
Think about it.
Why does gum taste funny?
But as a kid, if you just because that was when you find something, nigga, a quarter. Ooh.
Yeah,
I
you had
I
some.
walked home from school and I found $10. I walked that way for the whole school year looking for more money. I found $10 right here. Nigga. I don't know how I did.
Top toys back in the day, 74.
But we'll come to that. We'll take a quick break. Hold that.
Okay.
Don't move. We got your toys. Which pretty
Texas
sure was some
Chainsaw Massacre.
bullshit. Wow.
They
yeah.
got some good ones in the chat room. They brought over the AMC Pace and the Gremlin with the
Was
rack
the
on top.
ugliest car in
Ever.
the world.
It still is.
Because it did it was built and it went out wide. For some reason,
I
they
like
made
that
it.
Lacey
It was like they
Chapman.
took
We
a
have to do
Pinto
that.
and said, "Well, make it wider." But
Video
we'll take a quick
was-
break. We'll come right back. It is 1974. The number to call into is
747-888-3082.
and
Please. You see the video? Right up under the video, you'll see SUBSCRIBE. I want you to hit that little button and subscribe. Do it for me, please. I don't know which camera I'm looking at.
we come back. We have some more fun facts from 19 and some stuff you're gonna love. 1974.
Woolworths.
And
I got
I'll do my affirmations for you.
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
bringing
yeah,
that back.
you
I'm
have
bringing
an
that back.
affirmation?
Wait, somebody hit me up. They have a birthday. Can you hit me up again? I don't know if it was today or tomorrow. Just let me know. I forgot who
Yeah,
it was.
shout
Somebody
out.
hit me. Yeah, they want a birthday shout out.
We are back. That is our first commercial. Yeah, we're gonna work on that. No, I'm playing. Very good. And shout out to Tangi again. That's where we need to be. Right in there. It is 1974. You didn't know it. You know about my music. You was playing punks in the motherfucking chat room. Fuck you, DJ Ron.
Uh-oh.
You trying to diss me on the motherfucking... Hey, man, it's 74. We just don't play. We just trying to stick to the themes. Stick to the theme. Everybody got that?
Mm-hmm.
Stick to the theme.
It's a theme. It's a thing. It's an era. We taking you back. It's Throwback Thursday.
Throwback
1974.
Thursday.
In 74, I was 13. I'm in the house. Speedy. 74, you was.
Nikki Pam.
Okay.
Nigga.
74, you was.
7, Tangy Ambrose, Heaven High.
In 74, you were.
I wasn't even a sperm yet.
You went flying through your daddy's testicles. In the building, we having a great time here. We getting to that part, so we got fun facts, we got toys that were going down in 74, which 74, you know, if you wasn't playing with yourself, not like that. Not literally.
Hey.
I'm saying, like, when we were little, you had to go outside and do something.
Yes, you did.
You can't just be in the house. My dad be like, boys, go outside. And you had to play games like You It.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or I made mud pies, hopscotch.
We caught fireflies and caterpillars.
Oh, yeah, you was in the country.
I was like, we didn't know what a firefly
was. I'm like, huh?
Really?
The first time I saw a flying roach, I ran. The big ones in ATL?
Oh, yeah, they're huge.
Motherfucker took off and said, I'm out. Can't do these.
Somebody said jive turkey.
So it is 1974. We showed you the gear. We gave you the TV shows, movies. Yes. Now we're going to throw at you. Remember the toys.
Yes.
That was cool. Or let's do this. Give me that fun fact.
Yeah, you had a good factoid.
Oh, yeah. Fun fact in 1974. Sorry, ladies, but banks could refuse to issue a credit card to a woman unless she was married.
Are you serious?
Unless and her husband had to co-sign for the card.
Wow.
A divorced woman was considered too much of a high risk.
Whoa!
Because she couldn't keep her marriage under control.
Bitch. Now, it's all y'all fault.
How you gonna handle a credit card when you can't handle your nigga?
Yeah. 1974.
Oh, that's
in your face.
74.
That's and again, and I'm gonna bring this up as many times as I need to. That's why I didn't understand when Hillary was running. Why you sisters? Why
Stop
women?
saying you sisters.
Why women?
For her.
Me too.
Why the women didn't come together and bust through that glass ceiling and show men you ain't shit?
You know
that
what?
was your chance to do it.
She was on The View, and then she had an interview with Anderson Cooper yesterday. She spoke to. I mean, she wrote a book about why she felt like she lost, and it was really interesting. And it was
you
more
know why
than one
she
thing.
lost
Because women don't like women.
She was so busy fighting against him that she wasn't fighting for
herself,
what she wanted. Yes, that's why.
And she said the
lost.
Comey tapes didn't help because up until that point, she said she knew.
And that didn't help either.
Yeah,
but
she lost me at
you never.
Beyonce when she read Beyonce instead of like she was like, yeah, I can perform like Beyonce or something, but she was trying to say Beyonce.
Oh, Beyonce.
I said, oh yeah,
Oh,
no.
she showed her age. She showed her age.
She lost all the women who after that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I mean, all the beef
again.
for sure.
Let's read that again. In 1974,
He likes
ladies.
that. Let me find a fun fact for us.
No. I'm
ladies.
saying,
Please, Tangy.
if you want to know how serious that it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
That this country didn't. You guys were second-rate citizens. You
Yeah.
just were. So again, read that for us, my brother.
Banks could refuse to issue a credit card to a woman unless she was married and her husband had to co-sign for it.
Me.
And a divorced woman was considered too much of a high risk because she couldn't keep her
He
marriage
enjoying
under
this
control.
Too much.
Now,
High
let's
risk.
figure that out.
I'm
1974. What you got? Did you find something over there, Tangy Dangy?
Yeah, let me see. Let me find something. I'm going to find
You gonna
something.
find something.
I am. I'm going to find
You talking like you was
something.
74?
Look here.
Got my hand
Look
on
here,
my
Cool
hip.
Breeze.
We had some corny ass sayings. back
Say,
then.
man, you know the man is trying to keep me down, but I'm gonna keep pushing on, right on, brother.
Right on.
And you always show your
Power
fist.
to the people.
Yeah, power to. And it was you showed the white party, but power to the people,
Yeah,
brother.
it wasn't. It was,
No, you didn't turn it.
Yeah.
That was the fight part. You get on in here. Power to the people, little sister. You would have been Angela Davis.
oh, in a heartbeat. She would have been so militant. She
Sky
would
would
have
have
been
been
in
Angela
Black
Davis,
Panthers.
and she would have been
That's
leading
60s.
and marching. We gonna stop this shit. They not gonna shoot us today.
And they would have had their dogs after Sky.
And Tangy would be like, Lord Jesus, just pray for everybody. No, bitch. There's a dog behind you. You better get your
Run.
It's been Game of Thrones.
talk a dog.
I didn't find the fact that I was looking for,
'Cause
but
it ain't there.
But let me tell you what I did find.
What you find?
This is interesting. I went to the U.S. Public Health Service syphilis study at Tuskegee. And in 1974, a $10 million out-of-court settlement is reached. The U.S. government promised to give lifetime medical benefits and burial services to all living participants. The Tuskegee Health Benefit Program was established to provide these services. So did because I was just looking for my fun fact.
Is that when they gave everybody syphilis?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like a study, like
Tuskegee study of untreated syphilis in the Negro male.
Oh wow!
It involved 600 black men, 399 with syphilis, 201 who did not have the disease. They told the men that they were being treated for bad blood, a term
and they
that
gave them.
Right.
And in truth, they did not receive proper treatment needed to cure them. And in exchange for taking a part in the survey, the men received free medical exams, free meals, and burial insurance. But something went wrong. Ain't that something?
Where's the fun in that?
You don't get
74,
syphilis,
man.
Well, in '74, they promised to pay
And
y'all
at that time,
back.
that was some major shit.
Yeah.
She better be thick as hell if I'm gonna get syphilis.
Yeah. And let's put the toys. Now, what's our first toy? What you got?
Let's see if I had it.
One of the top toys that were out in 1974 was the Tonka truck, if anybody remembers that.
I had a Tonka truck.
Yeah, my
and we're not talking about, Speedy, you know what I'm talking about. We're not talking about the plastic
Not
ones
that bullshit.
they got out right now.
Yep.
My Tonka truck lasted me from when I was 4 till around, I would have to say 10, 11, when the trash truck ran over it. That trash truck they used to hang on.
Right.
That motherfucker there. And that thing, it was real metal.
I'm surprised they
My
bust the
son
size.
still has a Tonka truck that his daddy got when he was a baby.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Yep, and it's
Might
one
be
of
worth
those
some
that,
money.
that you can
No,
roll
it's
up and
dirty
the
and
thing
rusty.
comes up.
Yeah, they were all
and-
like that.
Yeah.
There was a dump truck.
Oh,
It was a
yeah.
dump truck.
Yep.
The yellow
Yep.
dump truck.
You can hold
But
on
it
to
could
the
pick
back
up.
of
It had the claw,
Oh, that one.
and
Oh,
it pick
yeah.
up stuff and move it.
And it
had
it
the
still
ball
works?
Had a
hanging,
fancy one.
and it still works. He took
Oh, wow.
really good care of that.
Yeah, she might
Might
be
be worth
right.
some
Talking about my baby daddy, he
Yeah,
took care of it.
those little the little cars with the pedal cars.
The,
If you get it, if you find one and you can fix it back, they're worth money.
Yeah.
From back in the day with the
I'm
little
worth
metal.
money from 67.
Yeah, this one that I got up right here is $90. They're trying to sell it from 1974.
That's the OG right there.
That's the one I had.
Wow.
That's the one I
It's
had.
worth how much?
Yeah,
that's the one I
97?
had, too.
$90.
Those now, though, if you throw them up against the wall, they just go.
And someone's selling it on eBay, or what was it eBay?
Yeah, it's on eBay.
Evie?
It's on eBay.
He tried
What
to,
is
he
Evie?
tried to keep it going, try to let it slide.
Hey, them Tonka trucks was real metal.
What
Real
other
metal.
toys?
What other toys?
Twister was one of them.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Twister.
Love Twister. People still play that.
Cause, no, I ain't.
You didn't like Twister?
You did.
No,
Twister was
if
off the
as
chain.
long as it's a bunch of girls, I can't see them dudes gonna put your leg on the other side. No, nigga.
That's how I feel. If it's a bunch of girls and everybody naked, I'm with it.
Yeah, we get our Twister on.
Right,
Can you
up,
imagine who
blue.
thought that
You
game up?
said Twister and Sissy. Stick.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely. Who was sitting in the room going, what kind of game can we come up with? Let's just put some color dots and just put a spin. And then anytime you went spin, it would spin the bottom.
So
Remember
that's
spin the
a
bottom?
man code violation.
Oh no, dudes don't play Twister. Now, because even if you do, even if let's say it can only be one dude in the room.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah.
Because soon as
Yeah.
dude put his leg over my leg, nigga, stop the game. Move.
Yeah.
You know damn well green don't go over green. Move.
I got to
Green
kill you
go
after
over
that.
green. I hate you right now.
What else
And
you
so-
got?
Touch my leg,
Go ahead.
my leg.
Oh,
yeah.
somebody mentioned the big wheel, which was my first.
Oh, the big
yeah.
wheel.
And mine had the brake too, like
And you
could
hook
sw-
slide. And you had to learn, you had
Yes.
to throw your hip a
Yeah.
little bit
Yes.
and swing. But me and my brother would steal the big wheels to take the wheels off to make a go-kart.
Really?
Oh,
We
yeah,
catch a
y'all
little
was
dude
smart
slipping.
little kid.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cold.
Catch you slipping.
My cousin did steal mine from me. Rest in peace, Conrad.
What else you got?
toys?
One of my favorites I had in '74, but it didn't come out in '74. Does that count?
Go ahead.
What?
An easy bake oven.
And it was a bulb.
Came out in 72.
They
but I
have
could
changed.
cook
They
those
sold
cakes.
so many.
And my daughter has one today.
My sister had one. Nigga, we thought we was gonna make a real cake.
Yes.
We put real cake in the motherfucker. It was like, how long?
It's a bulb.
It's a light bulb, right?
Yeah, it wasn't like it is now. I don't know what it is now. Anybody got kids?
Trying to fry chicken.
Now you can buy an easy bake oven, but you can also buy an easy bake microwave.
Really?
Really?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Mine it.
Can you buy the kids a job?
Yeah.
Oh, hold up. Precious Ghost Friend, Green Machine, nigga.
Well, the Green Machine was the
Etch-a-Sketch
spawn of that Etch-a-Sketch was a real tablet.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Nigga, you would be there for hours.
Yes.
Just get this motherfucker.
Yes.
And it would
And
never
then
really
you sitting there and I walk past me and hit my arm.
Yeah.
Bitch! I was on this shit for an hour. Why would you do that?
Right.
Then you had to go.
Right.
And shake it up.
Remember when the motherfucker got stuck? You're like, it's broke, nigga. And it just be stuck in the middle. It's a little dot.
Yeah.
What was in there? Anybody know what
I don't know.
I don't know what that was.
Please look up what was in
know.
that.
Yeah,
You
please.
stay. No,
Yeah.
we'll let Sky get.
Light Bright. Yes, Light Bright was the shit.
No, but that motherfucker Etch-a-Sketch, when I tell you when I got mine, nigga, I said, shit, I'm never going to school. I'm gonna be right here, and I'm going to make my name speed.
What was the thing called where you look through it and you go in the
Viewfinder.
A viewfinder was
Oh,
what is
okay.
it? It wasn't called viewfinder.
Yes,
though.
it is a viewfinder,
It
right?
was.
View. Oh
Is that
yeah,
what it
and
is?
you put
It
the
go-
little
it-
thing.
and it go-
the little joint?
And it spin around.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And you see
That
and
was
when you
the
get back to the original one, you go, oh, I've seen all those.
Yes.
Got another.
That toy does.
That was the first. Hey, that was the first Instagram.
It really was.
I only follow 8 people.
Etch-a-Sketch. An Etch-a-Sketch has a thick, flat gray screen in a red plastic frame. There were 2 white knobs on the front of the frame,
Right.
and the lower corners. Twisting the knobs moves a stylus that displays aluminum powder on the back of the screen, leaving a solid
I mean,
line.
it wasn't really a stylus. I know what they're talking about, but
They put a little bit on it.
But
It
look
was-
at them. You know, people make works of art.
They're
with
good.
Etch-a-Sketch.
but my Etch-a-Sketch never did this shit. Like
My-
never.
That's like
Oh, you can't
that's
see
like
it.
the
You know how to
slinky,
make
nigga.
it
A
good.
slinky
Oh,
never
it
followed me
never
to school.
worked.
Walks
Never
downstairs,
worked.
a loner in Paris.
Nigga, I did like
makes
that.
a slinky sound.
I said, Dad, take this back. It don't work, huh?
Right.
It ain't following me.
Oh, you
saw
gotta
the
know how to
commercial.
Could
do
you
the
do it?
slinky.
No.
I couldn't do it.
Yes,
No, you
and
can't.
yes,
Mm.
yes.
First off, my stairs was uneven. So.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
But when they showed that
I couldn't get it to
commercial,
go.
I could get it to go.
I said, so we get one, and I went, okay, go that way.
And it would just stay.
These motherfuckers broke.
Right.
No.
Give me that Etch-a-Sketch back, nigga.
Right.
What else you got?
Magic 8 Ball.
Yes. I was just going to say that.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfuckers was bringing it to school every day. All right. Do you
Yes.
say if you love me?
Yeah,
Yes.
Is Zodi gonna be my boyfriend?
Yeah.
That's all I ever asked his boyfriend question.
They say no 3 times.
he like-
Wait a minute.
Let me use my other hand. Because the girls would bring the fucking thing to school and go, all right, say who you love. No, yeah, you love her. Okay, cool. Let's see if she like you.
Maybe. It was
Maybe.
saying-
Wow.
Girls like, am I pregnant?
Yes, bitch.
Oh wow! I don't know about that.
That's called a
Speak
pee.
and Spell. That's a good one. They got some good ones in here.
I don't remember speaking.
What the
spell.
I
fuck?
remember Speak and Spell. Yes.
See
Speak
and
Or
say.
Stretch Armstrong. That shit was.
Stretch
It was
Armstrong.
terrible.
yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
Stretch
My
Armstrong.
G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip.
G.I. Joe.
Which
that
really-
that was one of the most popular toys, actually.
And,
In
if
74?
If you
Yep.
can find that toy, the original with the Kung Fu,
Oh,
because
it's
what
worth
it
some
is, usually this is terrible because it was rubber, but it would grip on this. And nigga, you Kung Fu grip.
Yep.
Oh really?
Wow.
Then why would a G.I. Joe have a Kung Fu grip?
Right.
Oh, that's good. You're right.
I see what you did.
Did y'all used to do those things? You know, where you fold the paper, fold the paper, fold the paper, fold the paper, fold
Yeah.
the
Make
paper.
a football.
Or make a thing.
That's
And
girls
say,
do that.
dude,
What is that
what?
thing called?
You
Dude,
have the
yeah.
numbers. Pick a number. Pick a number.
Yeah, again, that's when you didn't have a magic 8 ball.
3.
You was ghetto.
You got to make your own.
And all the girls were like, okay, so say a number.
Right.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Spell your name.
SPEEDY. Okay, and then what color?
Yeah.
It says that you love me.
Bitch, all of it say I love you. What the fuck is you talking about?
Right.
Yeah,
Another popular item. I don't know if this is really a toy though.
What?
A BB gun?
Oh yeah.
A BB gun.
Yeah, well, I had a BB gun.
That a BB gun.
Shit, that was a weapon.
BB gun.
No, we shoot the lights out on the street lights.
Oh yeah, I used to do
Well,
that.
again, I know why my dad bought us me and my brother. It was a pump.
Mm-hmm.
Pump it. So we pump it all day, and our room used to be the garage. So I just stuck it out the window.
Oh,
and
goodness.
we would shoot bird.
Oh,
We would shoot lights.
Oh,
Didn't shoot a
Steve.
bird. I actually missed it.
I shot somebody in the ass.
Oh, that was in
Rubik's
74?
Cube.
Rubik's Cube?
It was 74.
Really?
Rubik's Cube. Wow.
My baby can work those little Rubik's cubes.
Oh,
So?
he can. No, I could never.
Trying to show
I could
he,
always
he
do
a
one side.
genius. My baby, fuck out.
But that doesn't mean they're
work no
genius.
more.
It does.
You know you was
It's
peeling the
hard to
stickers
do.
off.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. Oh, wait a minute, mama.
You got it, baby.
But back in the day, I did used to think it meant people were geniuses. Now I think, because like he went away to camp, and when he came back, he was like, "Look, mommy, my friend showed me how to do this." So to me now, it seems like it's a method
He's a smart
to
kid.
it.
Yeah, he's
Trust
probably
me.
a
Just
genius.
tell-
Well,
yeah.
T-Cherie, or
T-Cherie?
I think it's.
Did she say the pet rock?
No, she said the big-headed white Barbie. I had a Farrah Fawcett head.
Oh,
Remember the head?
yes.
And I had to have Farrah Fawcett. They had Jacqueline Smith. And
Yes.
they did have Barbie. I definitely had.
Fawcett head.
Yes,
Me and
I
my
sure
brother used to
did.
beat those up with bats.
Mr. Potato Head. Yes.
No, that's a terrible game.
Oh my goodness, I remember and put the lips on them and the
That's a
ears
terrible game.
and the hat.
Your family was broken, kid.
Oh my God! I remember sit and spin. You would sit
Oh,
on
I
it, and
remember
you would
sit
turn
and
it,
spin.
and you would like go
Now,
around
how
the circle.
stupid is that?
I know it is.
Spin yourself to throw up.
Yep.
Well, they got them at the playground still today, Speedy.
That's called a merry-go-round.
Yeah.
No, it's those little things where you sit on it and you hold on, and the kids get scared and they hold it tighter, and the tighter you hold it, the faster it goes.
Yeah.
So it makes it even worse, and then they get.
So when did you get off?
I still, I go to the
What else you
playground.
got? You got any more?
Yeah. Let's see. The Matchbox Garage. Anybody remember that one?
Well, Hot Wheels?
Hot Wheels?
It was Hot Wheels.
Well,
Yeah,
Matchbox
that's
was the thing to go against Hot Wheels. The only difference in a Hot Wheel and a Matchbox car is that the Matchbox underneath had a little hitch for its track only. Hot Wheels was pretty much could only be, but if you had a Hot Wheels, you was doing it. You used big league because Hot Wheels at that time was expensive. They probably $2-3, and then you had to get the wheel carrier to put. It was a wheel, and then you put all your Hot Wheels in the wheel.
I remember that.
Oh, yeah, I
And
remember
you go,
that now.
And there you go over to somebody's house, and y'all had a little Hot Wheel, and you build the Hot Wheel track. Now, in a black house, a Hot Wheel track could get your ass beat. 'cause
Hell yeah.
Your mama take
Yep,
that loose and
true.
gone.
Yep.
She can't find that
T-Cherie
stick.
is on board. Operation.
Operation, yes.
Okay, that's my favorite game. If I could bring
What?
back two
Operation?
games.
Operation is still out. My baby's got Operation. That's a
Yeah,
game
they got
now.
Operation and like SpongeBob. And,
It's a whole bunch of Operation. We could have a
Frozen.
rollout show Operation.
I could do. I would want Trouble and Operation. Those are my two favorite.
And we got
because I like the.
Trouble. Yep.
Well, if you want to know,
For some reason, I love that sound.
what's that? What did? It's a bad joke, but what did Ali have?
Parkinson's.
So if
or-
you have
or
Parkinson's,
mis-
you
or
can't
MS
play
or
that
something.
game.
You're an asshole.
Grandma fucking up.
Stop playing. Let me do it, baby. Can't keep my
I
hands
think
still.
MS or something.
Bad joke.
Yeah, that was a bad joke.
Did anybody say Monopoly?
Yeah,
Now,
that we still play.
I'm gonna
that,
just
and
throw
it's
y'all
like
in. I'm
all
gonna
dope
throw
now.
this too. I am the best.
gotta
I've
play.
never lost
We
in
gotta
You
Monopoly.
probably cheat on the bank.
I have
Are you the
never-
banker?
Never.
Are you the banker?
Yes,
So
but
I know you
I've
cheat.
never lost.
I know you cheat.
Because I don't like motherfuckers that play and they won't deal. Don't play my game and you don't want to deal. Because when you land on shit, you got to make some deals.
Oh yeah. I hate when people do that. I'm
see-
not gonna sell right
See,
now.
Speedy, one of them dudes always wanted to be the bank.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
But-
I'm the bank.
What, son?
Tell them about your Monopoly board.
I have the Monopoly board that has the gold hotels.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Does it light up?
felt board,
Yes.
sits up, and so I had it at the house. And the kids, Dad, can we play? No, not on this one.
Right.
No, my brother. You gonna have to get your own. They had a whole kid went over there, but the one I had, this girl bought it for me, and the drawers pull out, and that's where you put you pull it out, and then you put your money in the
Like a
drawer.
pro one.
Nigga, when I tell you, I've never lost in Monopoly.
I got the
Wait.
one with the credit cards.
Oh yeah, I saw that. And you run the
I
car.
didn't see
Yeah, I
that.
saw
Are
that.
you serious?
Yeah.
That's
So,
good.
so you
What
don't
the
get
hell?
no money. It's just because everything's on
I
the
love
car.
that.
Oh,
Everything's
no,
on
you
the car.
gotta have the money. You
Yeah.
gotta
That's
be
for
able
the
to count
county,
the money.
yeah.
And you gotta miscount me one time. You gotta
Right.
put an extra dollar. Like how much you said? 15.
And they changed
Right.
the value of the money and all that stuff. Like it's like 15 million you start off with on the credit card.
shit.
You ain't gonna lose it.
So
But the prices of the other stuff is higher too.
Because this is going so fast. Let me mention some. Kim Lee said, I don't remember this one, but it sounds familiar. Hoppity Hops.
Hoppity Hops.
What is Hoppity Hops? I
I'll
don't remember that.
check it up right now.
But they got some, and then they keep going. I'm gonna keep going. While
What
you guys
about
look-
Life?
Somebody said Life.
I never played that game.
You didn't?
Battleship.
Now they got it on the iPad.
Battleship ain't no joke now.
Battleship.
No,
Hoppity
Battleship.
Hop is the balloon thing. It's like a big old balloon.
Oh,
and
that
you
you
bounce.
sit on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, Hoppity
I
Hop.
had
I
one
remember
of those.
Hoppity Hop.
Yeah.
Now
Ooh.
in Battleship, because if your friend lied, because you be like, because first you say hit, cool, C, and so you go C4 hit, C5 miss, but nigga. Then you back up and go, okay, C1 miss. You lying, motherfucker. You moved your thing.
I don't
No,
think you
you
can cheat
didn't
now
hit
on it though, can you? Because it's
Well,
all.
because you could
totally-
turn, it. Because remember, it's like this, and you on one side, the
Yeah.
person on the other side.
Yeah.
So you could cheat and move your battleship.
around.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Once I hit it, motherfucker, I can figure it out from there.
Right.
Another video game that was another game that was out was Atari.
I had the first Atari, and I
Atari
had
was out.
Odyssey.
Pong.
I had Odyssey and
Oh,
Atari
yeah.
both. I had both,
Nigga.
and everybody be in my house
Pong.
for hours.
You don't understand, man. Fuck these new video games.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
And all the ball
And you lock it in there. I could go to the bathroom. And they would just
Yeah, you go like this.
Yeah, until you come back, then you release it. All right.
See now what's funny is the parents didn't get upset about you sitting there watching do
No,
all day.
because then we weren't like. Well, we did do it for hours though.
It wasn't a brain game because all you had to do is just
Right, which you would
We
think
had a
make
joystick
it worse,
and that was
but
it.
now if you play the video games and they're like, you need to get outside and play.
That's because it became excessive.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
and
were
way
excessive.
more.
Your kids play video games?
I mean, we have one tablet, and then I hide it half the day, so
There you go.
then they fight over it.
Because when he's at the studio, he'd be like, "Pam, what's the password?"
Yeah. Oh, so he got it now. So
Yeah, he got it. You don't
he
even-
told me, like, basically, it's my my middle son's birthday, and I made it that way so he can learn his birthday and then learn how to put it in as well. He remembered his birthday, but he couldn't remember it on the thing, so he was asking everybody. But this morning, I gave it to him.
When my
'cause we
birthday?
No, he goes, "No, I got it. You don't have to tell me nothing. You don't even have to touch it. I got it." And he's like grabbing it from me, and I'm like, "All right, well, I'm about to change the passcode since you got it."
Right.
Move your birthday up.
Wait, somebody. Okay, OG Sleepy Loke. Yes, Kaleko's electronic football.
Oh yeah, electronic football.
People probably think when they listen to the show that they got story for everything. I don't give a fuck. I've lived life, so
Well, that's why
it is.
you're
55.
host.
It's going on 56. It is what it is. So we had the electric football, and my dad finally bought it for me and my brother. And I invited all the homies over. We painted the motherfuckers. Everybody, you paint that side, paint this side. We were there for hours getting it ready. You put the little football under the dude's arm and line them up. Everybody lined up, and all you do is hit the switch. And you watch these little motherfuckers. You're like, go, nigga, what you doing? Go left. He not blocking for him.
So true.
Nigga,
So
fuck.
true.
Now the kids, they play Madden. Nigga, that was our Madden, and I mean, you don't understand.
Yeah.
That was my life, nigga. And the homies come over after school. We play, nigga, like football. Line them up. Let's go, nigga. And you don't do nothing. You just hope that then they said underneath there was these little pieces that hung down that you're supposed to like lift, and it would make it go to the left, make it go to the
really?
right. We
Oh, I
didn't
didn't
know
know
that
that.
because niggas don't read directions.
No,
Right.
By the time we got to what are these? Here go the directions. Right? And then folded them up. But so you're supposed to do that. But man, if your dude went downfield and then it'd be two dudes locked arms just spinning in circles. But if your man could get downfield, it was the greatest feeling. You thought you was running that ball.
Y'all couldn't create no player or nothing.
No, you can't write a name. You have no room to write no name on the back. But the painting of the men, and then all my men were black.
Oh, y'all used to paint them?
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah, you did
And
color.
it came with a paint set, and you could paint.
I know. I thought
I
just would take my cousins would just take a little marker and make them black. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We didn't wasn't
we would
fancy
paint
with
the
it.
arms, And my thing back when I was younger, I used to like models. I put model cars together.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had all my paints from that. So I was being really creative. I paint the arms. I had uniforms you never seen. What color is that? Nigga, don't worry about it, nigga. It's a different team. We just reinstated this team. So when other guys had one, they would bring their men over. And man, I want electric football.
Okay. Precious Ghost Friend says, Shrinky Dinks. I remember Shrinky Dinks. Yes. And Connect 4, Kimberly.
Connect 4,
Connect 4 is huge.
Which is really what playing Cairns or playing
we still got the same Connect 4.
Yeah, Connect 4 has not changed.
Yeah, not at all.
Well, no, it has. It's a little fancier now.
It is.
Yeah,
it's different.
It can light up and all kind of craziness.
Told you these toys, man.
Yeah.
And fucking incredible. What was your toy as a kid?
He's still a baby.
I know.
I like
A Nintendo set.
An iPad.
Yeah.
I would say probably the Little Green Army Man.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite toy.
Oh,
because I got it every year, so I had like 1,000 of them.
Oh, but that's good. That was one of those user imaginations.
Look, I'm busting your bubble. They have them at the 99-cent store. Anyway.
Ooh,
more Army Man's mommy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't shit on my child.
You got one every year or a pack?
Get a bag.
No, I'm asking Jay. Did you get
first
one
of all,
every
don't you
year?
ever.
Or did you get a bag every year?
It's overtall Mercedes.
You said did I do what now?
Did you get? You said I get one every year. So did you get one every year?
I got
did
one.
You get a bag?
I got one bag every year.
Okay, good.
They didn't come in. They didn't come in plastic. They just
I
came in
was
a
just
bag.
hoping that they didn't like buy a bag. And
See, mine came in a grocery store.
Nigga, did you say take one out every year? Here you go, back. That's when you know. That's the only thing about being a parent. You don't want that kid. Like everybody think their kid is really smart. You ever do that? Tell them your ABCs and your kid goes. What? D. Yeah, you got 2 D's. Nigga, you quit saying 2 D's. Goddamn 2. Elemental. Don't say elemental.
Elemental.
Say your ABCs. 1, 2.
And then you like this. No, he know his name. What's your name? What'd you tell me it was? Nigga. You don't want that.
Your birthday. I don't know.
They was handing him an Army Man every year. Here's another one. Thank you, Mom. I'm not making fun of people who are
Yes, you are. Stop.
Daddy, I boo-boo.
Because you got all your 8. You good.
Hey, nigga. 10 fingers, 10 toes. That's all. Because when they born, you don't use be like, please don't be.
Yeah.
That
But you
bad?
love them no
That's
matter
bad.
what.
It's not bad.
I would have loved them anyway. We'd have had jokes. I couldn't have bought him around the homies. Them niggas, who this nigga keep drilling?
Keep what?
Drilling.
I think they're drilling.
Donald used to drool.
Now y'all gotta tell me.
Say right on that way.
What were the popular cartoons back then that you remember?
Gosh, I had to Google that.
Oh,
one.
it was Saturday. It was the Saturday morning cartoons, and they were actually
ones with
teaching you. I'm just a bill.
Yes, I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, now I'm
Schoolhouse
off
Rock,
to the
that's what it
White
was.
House where I'll wait in a line with a lot of other bills.
One of them seemed like
for
they had
the
Down syndrome,
president
huh?
to sign. But I know I'll be a law someday. How I hope and pray that I will.
But today I am still just a bill.
They signed your bill. Now you're a law. Oh yeah!
When I tell you,
Damn, Ted,
and
that was excellent.
those were the commercials that came on. They were a commercial in between the cartoons, but they were.
That's right.
And it taught you shit.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Like it literally taught you shit.
Yeah.
You were like, oh,
I
man.
learned how to stop my nose from bleeding watching
they
G.I.
came with
Joe.
the-
How you do that?
He's
They're
like,
killing it
pinch
right
your nose and put your head down between your legs. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try that.
You bust
Okay.
yourself in the nose.
Right.
Okay,
They're
I'm
bringing up
ready.
stuff. Electric Company, yes.
Electric
Go,
Company,
Speed Racer,
yes.
go.
Yeah.
Ghost
Go
Speed-
Speed Racer.
Oh,
go,
nigga.
go Speed Racer.
Now, here's the thing about
yes.
hold that. Here's the thing about Speed Racer.
gotta hold it.
The cartoon didn't move, but his backdrop did. So he's standing like this and go, and all this goes like this. And like go Speed. And then he had a stepbrother, which
Yep.
I never heard
I
of
didn't know-
at
yep.
that young age. He had a step. We like, what the fuck is a stepbrother?
When did that?
Racer X was his stepbrother.
Racer X. I remember. I didn't know.
They were stepbrothers. They weren't brothers. They were stepbrothers.
That's funny.
Another popular show.
Hong Kong Fooey.
Yes.
Never was a super guy.
Yes.
Hong Kong Fooey. Quicker than a human eye. We got started. Movie style. Okay, I'm sorry.
You got all into it. She used to be in front of the TV before.
Land of the Lost.
Land of the Lost. I
Land
remember
of the
that.
Lost. Oh, when did Lost in Space come on?
Oh, remember that?
Lost in Space. I watched
Wait.
TV.
You know what my shit was? It might have been the 70s. New Zoo Review.
It's the New Zoo Review coming right at you with 3 delightful animals. Have fun in what they do. Oh, it's quite an unusual thing. The animals talk and sing.
They're TV junkies from the 70s.
Different show.
Wait, but did you notice that Henrietta's hippo? The arm, one of the arms never moved because the thing was so big, so the arm would kind of flip around. And they used to bug the shit out of me. Like, why her arm not moving?
Did you say, I remember Henrietta Hippo.
Yeah.
And every big girl at the school, like Henrietta Hippo.
Yeah. Oh, that's cold. That's cold.
Every big girl was Henrietta
Jackson
Hippo.
5 cartoon, G-Force, Little
Actually,
Rascals.
the number one cartoon back then was Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo.
What about
And what, that came on at 8:30 a.m.? I mean, I
every
got the,
Saturday was the same plot, same thing. Those darn it kids.
Yes.
Those meddling kids.
Oh, but it was so fun. We had something to look forward to.
We
It was
did every
Monday
morning.
through Friday, the TV was for the grown people, but on Saturdays it was.
You watch that stuff, and then Soul Train it, 10 or 11, whatever it was, and then you go, or maybe a little bit of American Bandstand. It depended on what artist. If it was a white artist, you go.
White artist, you didn't watch
It was like the time you still staying there, right?
But then when they would have the black artist, he could be on Soul Train or be James Brown or somebody. I'm gonna watch that.
Right. Right.
But not too often did they have the black artists on there, and then not too often did Soul Train ever cater to that. So
I mean,
it
they
worked
had a
out.
couple. Josie and the Pussycats.
Josie
It says
and
Fat
the
Albert
Pussycats.
and the Cosby Kids.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I used to I only like Josie the Pussycats because I could say pussy and not get in trouble. I'll be there. Josie and the Pussycats.
Pink hair and Nelson match.
That's what. And then I told you a story, nigga. So my mom used to have a Bible. Like every mom in the living room.
I still got it in my
Every mom had a Bible.
I have mine too.
And somebody wrote the word pussy in my mama's Bible.
Whoa.
Oh, you know who did it,
I
sweetie.
didn't do it.
You still don't know who did it, though?
No. And so she lined nigga, she did a hand printing. She made everybody write the word, and she took it.
Oh, my goodness.
But she kept saying, Speed, I know you did this shit. I said, Mom, shut the fuck up.
Aw.
One of you motherfuckers wrote the word pussy in my goddamn Bible.
Ooh.
And so she flipped it open. It was in there.
It was?
Man, and I went, ooh, somebody go get it. And she never found
And y'all all got it? Or just...
Oh, we all got it. My dad just said,
wow.
well, what? Because my mother would go, whatever she suggests, my dad would do, well, Don Ray, let's just whoop them all. Really? Hey.
That's how it happened in my household.
Yeah, can't whoop them all. That's
No, we all got line them up.
Yeah, if whoever don't step out and say who
And
did
we
it,
didn't tell.
Oh, yeah.
my dad was just like, well, just like, get on in here.
So
Beat it.
Oh, my gosh.
Everybody.
Electra Woman and Dinah Girl. You guys remember that?
Not Dinah Girl. Who's Dinah Girl?
Dinah Girl. It was like it was two different ones, but it was off the chain. Electra Woman and Dinah Girl. Pull that
I
up.
don't remember them. Why are you looking up there? Let me give these birthdays
Oh, okay,
for
go ahead.
today. And
Somebody did have a
we'll
birthday.
do it this
I
way.
don't know who it was.
People born in 1974. Derek Jeter,
Yeah.
born in 1974. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wow.
Met him. Cool dude.
Okay.
Very cool dude. Eva
That's Jamie's homie, right?
Mendez.
Eva Mendes was born in 74.
Oh, okay.
Kimbo Slice,
Oh, okay.
not
That's
here
good
with
beat.
us anymore.
No,
Okay.
it's not. His son fights now.
Oh, really?
His son fights in the UFC now.
Oh, that's crazy.
He was terrible in
Who
the
had
UFC.
this damn
And Nelly, born in
happy
1974.
birthday.
I didn't hear
Birthday
it.
shout outs to Amy Winehouse would have been, she was born today, but she passed away. Nas is 44. Jimmy Butler, NBA player, 28. Deshaun Watson, NFL player, 22. Wow, 22.
Oh, it's a baby. Happy birthday.
And Michael Crabtree, who's a receiver for the Raiders, is 30.
The only thing I remember about Michael Crabtree is when what's his name? Richard Sherman said Michael Crabtree is the weakest receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Fucked his head up. Fucked his head up. He was terrible in that game. Yeah. All right, man, that's dope. Great toys. Great.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Cartoon. I don't throw it out there. Anybody know where I can get an electric football set? Hit me up. Hit us up in.
You probably can get it on eBay, but it probably costs a lot. Popeye the Sailor, yes.
Popeye.
David and Goliath, yeah. Woodpecker.
Popeye and
David.
Spinach.
Oh, Solid Gold. Didn't you remember the black girl from Solid Gold with the long hair?
Yeah. Ooh,
I want to
Pam, be careful. I want your headphones and your hair to come on.
It's attached all in one.
Solid Gold.
The black girl was the only girl I was interested in on there.
What was Solid? That was a cartoon?
No, Solid Gold
No,
was a
it was a
dance
dance
show.
show.
Oh,
Like
Solid Gold
after-
Dancers. The
Yeah,
Solid Gold
yeah,
Dancers,
yeah.
Wasn't Arsenio the host on there one year?
Huh?
Arsenio was a host on Solid Gold one year.
Was he?
Toward the end.
Oh, okay,
Toward the
maybe.
end. But that was 74? No, it wasn't 74. Y'all in the chat room on fire. I must
They
give you
came
that.
up with some really good. Thanks
Definitely
for
on fire. My
participating, too.
spotlight group was Tavares, who I was gonna brothers. Believe it or not, they're all brothers, and they had a bunch of hits in '74. One of the songs they did that Hall and Oates redid. She's gone. Oh,
Yeah, I remember that.
and they remade that song. Very, very good group. Probably don't get the recognition that they should. I have them already locked in here to play when they go to break. Oh, we ain't getting that. Well,
Yeah, we're gonna end it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, it's almost over.
We didn't talk about sports in '74, or did we?
I had that.
Oh my goodness! Did we mention Bugs Bunny?
Oh, was that 74?
No, that was whenever. Bugs Bunny been
This
around
is
for years.
Bugs Bunny.
But have Bugs Bunny been around for years?
He was popular in the '70s, probably, but he's been around for a minute.
Yeah. You got to see the black and white ones.
He has to be mentioned. Bugs Bunny, the
The Partridge Family.
Oh,
my God.
I
You
see the
okay?
picture, but no, the Jetsons.
Oh yeah, they said that already.
Yeah, but we were
Jackson
going
cartoon.
just for
Oh, that's sleep.
1974.
74. Stay
But
focused.
this
We got other years to
is-
get those.
This is the TV guide from 1974, Land of the Lost. This is the TV guide, so these are the wrong shows.
Which, and,
Yeah, it could
and
be.
I don't even know if TV Guide is still out, is it?
Batman.
Because that was.
Maybe they had a channel too, but it ended up
Because
changing.
remember, you get it in the mail, and that's how you were able to find out what was on TV. They would send you the TV guide. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, it was in the Sunday paper.
Yep.
And you get the TV guide, and that's how you knew what to watch during the week.
We would get a whooping if we touched the TV guide.
What a TV guide
Or
is.
remember you had to go up and turn, your parents would be like, get up and change the channel. I'd be like,
Yeah, y'all don't understand. Nick, you just grew up different. We lived different lives.
yeah, we did. Totally.
And so if the TV broke, you put the vice scripts on there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. My dad, boy, go change that channel. And you stand there, click,
Yep.
click. And then my other brother hold the antenna because you had to get the reception.
You
Yeah.
maybe throw
Put
some
the-
foil
put
on
some
there.
foil
Why, I
on-
don't know.
I don't know why black folks did
Yeah.
that, but you saw it at somebody else's house and put that foil.
Put that foil on it.
Foil on the motherfucker. And then Channel 52 is where you saw Speed Racer. There was another show called Winky Dink.
Yep.
Don't sleep on Winky Dink. And what would do, you're supposed to buy a little screen that went over your thing. And you write on it, and then you peel it up. Because he
Really?
would say, write Winky Dink.
Oh, wow.
Come on, man.
Damn. They say Happy Day started in 74. Okay.
What about when did the Addams
Your
family
mic's not
start?
on.
Oh.
Her
The
mic's-
Addams Family was
her mic's not on.
the Addams Family was 1974.
Oh, it was?
Oh, was it?
Okay.
Oh, it was.
I just looked. Dun-dun-dun. That's when I learned how to snap.
Do it again.
Dun-dun-dun.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
They creepy and they loony.
Dun, 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 dun.
The Addams Family.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Somebody's in the car going, these motherfuckers know it all.
Oh, I wonder what commercials came out in
You will not do that right now.
1974.
Anyway.
We only got 10 minutes.
Very good, though.
But real quick, though,
Thank
top
you.
football player back then, Ken Stabler.
That's what the Raiders
For the
Nice.
Raiders. And top basketball player back then, Bob McAdoo.
Oh, my father loves some McAdoo.
Averaged 34.5 points a game.
Bob McAdoo was a beast. When he got to the Lakers, he just pretty much just got a ring.
Wow.
But he finally got one. And again, if you're an NBA player, however you get a ring, as you see Kevin Durant got one, now he talking shit.
Here's some crazy fun fact. Golden State Warriors won the championship in '74.
Yeah.
Really?
That's when Rick
Oh.
used to shoot the underhand free throws.
Oh, wow.
Now,
Now,
one woman show about to come up.
Oh, yes.
Coming up soon.
Yes.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited. Yes, I'm
I was fucking with you
excited.
on that.
Yes. As it gets closer, I get more and more excited.
So people who listen to the show and they want to come, what should they expect when they get there? Or how should they should be open to receive, right?
Yes, you should definitely be open. I think it would probably be best if you're not high. If you're not drunk. Don't you think? I think you need to be sober so you can be present. Expect a lot more than but expect a little because that's who I am, but it's a lot more. It's like back in the day, I used to say that I was Tangi when I was out and Tangela when I was at home because my real name is Tangela. And now the two have merged, and in my show,
how did Tangi come about?
People, my mother, when she was having me, she heard somebody say, Tangela. And she said, oh, if I have a baby girl, that's what I'm going to name her. But she didn't ask the lady how to spell it. And so she spells it Tangular. And so people would say Tangular or Tagula or Tangalar. And that was all just too much for me.
I think that was me that called you Tagula.
So it was probably around 74 when I had people just call me Tangi.
Okay.
And I just cut all that stuff out.
Tagula.
And I remember one year in school, might have been second grade, where they forgot to put the am in front of my name. You can tell this was traumatic for me. And that lady said, Tagula Rose. And I was like, oh.
I'm raising my hand on this shit.
Right. And I
Wait a
did.
minute, Rose.
They forgot to put amb. A-M-B.
Oh, okay.
So she read.
Okay, I got you.
So she read Tagula Rose, and it's like, no, it's Tangela Ambrose.
Did you say it like that?
I did.
As a 2-year-old?
I did.
Bitch.
Right.
Non-teaching ass.
Hurt my feelings, and so Tangi.
You had to mess with dudes that knew how to pronounce your name.
Right. Yeah. But be prepared to be prepared to think outside of the box.
Okay.
Because you're getting a dose of me. So you can find me everywhere. Tangi Ambrose on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Twitter, on Pinterest, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. I got my Heaven High blog. But if you want to get tickets for the show, go to tangiambrose.eventbrite.com.
You can find her on Tinder.
Oh, and please go to
OutLoud.com.
Please remember to subscribe for the Rollout Show too, and then you can find me there also.
He said you can find you on Soul Swipe.
Find her on Soul Swipe. Christian Mingles.
Is Soul Swipe real?
It's real.
It's real.
It's the black Tinder. It's the black Tinder. Yes.
What the fuck?
It's the black Tinder.
Soul Swipe.
Soul Swipe.
That's what it's called.
Soul Swipe.
Oh, soul.
That's what it's called for real. Soul Swipe. It's for black.
I was about to say, nigga, hold it. Somebody will take that.
Right.
So funny as fuck. Go ahead.
You can reach me at Nikki Pam with 2 Ks on all social media. Also, go to rolloutstudio.com, and then it will get you to the click to watch link, and then it will get you to our YouTube. And like Tangi has said, all shows
Subscribe.
3 or 4 hours. Subscribe.
And also, we want to send a shout out to all the people that's down in Florida going through it right now. They've been without power for about 7-8 days right now, and it's projected to be another 10 days.
And they're losing a lot of the elderly down there too. So I'm like, it's scary because
a lot of people retire down there.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Wow, really,
I
Speedy?
said for real.
You thought it's me, and I heard you. It made me laugh.
It took me a minute to catch it. I'm
We ain't never gonna get no sponsor.
Never.
No, pull that shit.
Did you guys see the meme of it was Florida Evans and they said
yes, please help Florida.
I wanted to post it so bad, but I know somebody would have.
I got it.
What was the meme though?
Look, I'm gonna show it to you. It's a shame.
If you send it to me, I can just.
Oh, let me see.
I'll send it to her,
and I can pull it up.
Oh, yeah, she'll send it to you because that shit.
Go ahead,
There you got it.
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
No, give your information.
Sky.
I ain't had none of those.
No, your information.
My information.
It should be there.
You said 3 times.
You sent it to my email.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Wait a
You sent it to her email or phone.
I text you.
Okay. You said it 3 times.
I thought you said call information.
Go and
like
get your
411.
Give your information.
You said give me information. You said it again.
I said just give you information.
Tangi, give me sign language.
Nigga, you got on headphones. You got headphones.
I need the sign language from Tangi.
You don't hear me. You ready? Go ahead, information.
Hey man, y'all can reach me at J Alexander Comedy. That's just the letter J on Instagram. If you hit me
Why
up
do you
on
keep
Instagram,
looking over there? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You keep going.
It's not with a black fucked up ass skirt.
See, when you talking real smooth, you gotta look off into the space. You gotta find that smoothness somewhere out there in that air.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all can find me on Instagram, not Mr. J Alexander, but J Alexander Comedy, just the letter J, and hit me up, and I'll give you the rest of the information too.
All right. Speedy is funny on everything. That's Speedy IZ funny on everything.
On
Comedian
everything.
Speedy. Comedian Speedy on Facebook. Also, too, man, thank y'all so very much.
Thank you for the participation.
Again,
y'all, they was killing it in the chat room today.
Again, it's a dream that we do. Sometimes we just take you on a ride. I know some people like, why they doing this shit? I don't know nothing about 74. We enlightened you.
Yeah.
If you didn't know anything, you learned a lot today. Yes. And it's fun sometimes just to go back.
Mm-hmm. I love going back.
You go back a little bit, and things were different. You know, a house for $30,000. Shit, you don't want that house. It got wheels on it.
Mm-hmm.
But
you can tell
not
good,
today.
You can tell a good line 74. You can't lie today.
No,
not with Google.
No, you can't.
Shit,
I told the kids that shit too.
Try to lie.
Yeah, all the shit about you. Dad, I didn't know what to do. Well, call me. You have a phone. You do have a phone.
Right.
You can call me anytime. Mm-hmm. Well, we had to have some money. Put it in the machine. Yep. Mm-hmm. Your daddy give you a quarter, a dime at all times.
Right.
Keep that in your pocket.
That's right.
Grandma say keep that in your pocket. It go bad.
Yep.
Shout out to everyone helping us today. Shout out to Sky. She's got that
Give your
board
social media,
down.
Sky. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Follow me on Snapchat, Blue as the Sky, because my snaps be going up. They really do.
Mine are like 100. I have no friends on there.
I mean, y'all can follow me on Instagram, Blue as the Sky 22, but follow me on Snapchat. It's way more fun.
That's the number one way that teenagers communicate nowadays.
I know everything. Ray snaps all day long.
Yeah, me too.
I'll be like, really? What is there to snap?
Shout out, shout out to Michelle.
Oh, that's what Ray do. I snap my whole day.
Shout out to Nick. Nick has taken over the production. He's
producing. Fuck out of us. He be.
We don't have no production
he got a
money.
Pointer, y'all. He's like right here with it. I'm like,
so I got to slide him a dub here too.
He looks serious too. Like, hey man, y'all better do what I tell you.
Yeah, he's serious. He's definitely been producing.
I will erase his board.
What's your social media, Nick?
Dom.
My Snapchat is Prince of the Power.
Prince of the Power.
Your set was what?
Prince of the Power.
I don't know if I really raised him.
Is that what it is? I thought it was something else.
Yeah,
like Don Couture.
Yeah, Don something.
That's my Instagram.
Get on the mic.
Snapchat though. Snapchat.
Let me find you on Snapchat.
Prince of the Power on Snapchat.
Prince of the Power.
Let me see. Prince of the Power.
On Snapchat.
What? I ain't give you that name.
That sounds like a porno name.
Actually, that's what.
Prince of the POWER.
It does sound porno-ish.
Hey, I just
so
I got no results.
Hilarious.
I got no results for Prince of the Power.
You gotta look on Snapchat.
You got to do it all together. How'd you come up with that, son?
Well, that's actually what the name Israel means.
Oh, this your son.
Who is Israel?
Educate.
Who is Israel?
Like in the Bible.
But you Nick. You Dominic.
Right.
I named you Dominic.
Right, but I got called Dominique my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah, because Dominique at the time was hot, but it's Dominic. Yeah.
Look, Speedy, like, who told you can learn?
But wait a minute.
Who learned you speak?
But wait a minute. So you said, how did you get Prince of the Power?
Well, that's what Israel means. That's what that name stands for, Prince of the Power.
That is not what it says on here.
But
what did it say, Charles Ray?
What's it say?
Okay, and so
Dom
and you
_G528.
Oh, that's
no. He said Snapchat. So you're from
Snapchat.
Israel.
That's a different one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got a couple.
He got
As a black man.
This your son.
As a black man, we all from Israel as black people.
That's your son.
That's where we originate from, not Africa.
Okay.
You hear that, Speedy?
We get militant up in here now.
I ain't teach him this shit. I don't know where he learned
This guy gets snapped one more time. They can't get to it.
Education. You guys are actually Jews.
Okay.
Oh, he's going there now. All right, go ahead.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Passionate and shit.
Yes.
So he come over, and the other little ones, they be like, "What, what,
be
brother?"
like,
And I have to go in there. Hey! Don't tank these little kids. Let them grow up. Let them grow up
Let them be
ignorant.
innocent.
Look, let them grow up ignorant.
You know you ain't black, right?
Yeah, I'm in the room
From
like
Israel.
You an Israelite.
I told Brooklyn he ain't black. Hey, get out of here, Dick. See, Dad, you don't want your kids. You don't want my brother and them to learn. I'm a teacher. No.
Dominic, where's the house of David? Where are they from? The people from the tribe of David. Where are they from? Israel. See, now, I didn't put this in my show, but I did have a guy tell me that I was supposed to be his wife because I was from the tribe of David.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh.
Teddy, we're not going to do this right now.
I'm like, yeah, I'm
Learn
changing.
about our heritage
We haven't
on
talked
another
about
show. When we do Throwback Heritage. We ain't going to learn where we came
You supposed to be in my
Can I
wife.
give a
You
quick
from the
thought for
tribe.
the day?
Please.
Go ahead.
Don't take no wooden nickels because you can't spend them.
Yeah.
All right, but one more. Did you get to give that Snapchat because they can't find it? One more time.
Yeah, I gave my Instagram is blue
Your
as the
snap.
sky.
They want your snap.
Oh, my Snapchat is blue as the sky. Just BLUEASDASKY.
Oh, it's a DA in it, you guys, not the.
That's
DA.
why.
That's why.
That's why. If I'd have said that shit, y'all would have never let me see the end of it.
Did this nigga say you have a wooden nickel, you can't spend it, and drop the mic? This nigga's
I'm gonna say that again. I'm trying to Google that.
Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Don't forget to subscribe to the show. We'll be back tomorrow. It's Freaky Friday. We plan to have some porn stars in here
Freaky
tomorrow.
Friday.
We're gonna close the doors and it's going down.
It's going down.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Peace.
Thank you.